always.
I get the at. Liz gets to catch you on the flip side.
It's true. My God. Do I need my own thing then?
You do.
I think
it's your
so.
butt.
Yes.
I mean,
You
I
do
don't
have
say
your
that
butt.
on here, though.
Why is this?
That's fair.
Yes, you do.
Twitch is trying to make me log in. And I'm like, I don't remember any of this shit. I just changed all my information.
Maybe
I'll deal with that
maybe
later.
your butt will get more viewers.
Yep. I mean, okay, it would.
All right.
I
on
think-
that note, on the note of Izzy's butt,
If someone donates $1,000, I'll make an OnlyFans with a maid outfit. No, don't do it.
Hang on.
all right. Well, that's the whole stream. Thanks everyone. Thanks for joining. Have a good night. Yeah. See you next week. All right. Try this again. Hello! And welcome to the Fall of Pilion presented by Bimbos and Dragons. This is episode 15. That is what Twitch is telling me. That's what Sid is telling me. So welcome to episode 15. This is crazy. 15 episodes. Wow.
15 episodes, and we have derailed how many of them?
14 of them.
Okay, sounds good.
Y'all remember there was a plot we had in the first episode? Because I sure
Sorry, I lost sight of the plot the moment that I realized I could talk to horses.
I'm like, thank you. That makes me feel really good inside as a person who's written this plot.
I'm sorry!
Awesome! No, I'm joking. I'm Liz. I'm your chaos guide for this chaotic crew. It was on track for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, we tried.
So let's go and start.
When we came to this world?
On track there.
Yep.
Well, see,
so let's go.
Here's the thing.
I'm never gonna get this. This is what we're talking about right here.
This is our designated halftime. But here's the thing. So you always say on the right track, on the wrong track. What goes on tracks?
Trains.
You know our bad habits when it comes to trains. We're
Damsels
fucked
in
from
distress.
the beginning.
We
There
always
you go.
derail trains.
You guys do
We were
always
fucked
deal
from the
with train.
beginning the moment there was a train allegory.
We do always derail the train.
I mean, we've had an episode where you had a 3-hour timer to disarm a bomb. So, like, on a train.
On a train.
So, like, yeah. We don't do well with trains.
I don't remember what my password that I made for this is.
I like trains.
Well, guess I'm not chatting for today.
Aw.
All right, so let's try this. So, starting with our usual announcements, gotta thank our awesome artists. Thank you to our favorite goose and character artist Mackie. We don't have any characters done by Mackie on this one, but Mackie did create our really awesome, beautiful logo for the stream. Maybe one day we'll get some Mackie art up in here. I also got to give a shout out for Carly, who did our amazing tiles that you see on here. They're very beautiful and lovely. Thank you to Arcane Anthems for the music we have when we go to combat. Let's hope there's no combat this session, because I have everything prepared. And then finally,
non-combat. Oh no, I'm thinking the other one. Never mind.
Yeah, last time I non-combat. And then last but not least, we have to thank you, like hell, to our gorgeous background art that matches the art that Carly did for us. Look how beautiful that forest scene is. I'm looking up at my monitor because that's where the stream is. And so you can find everything in the chat below. As you see, it's already there. So give them a like, give them a follow, give them a commission. Love artists, pay artists. We love them. They're wonderful and super cool. Last, we got to thank all of you for watching this purely chaotic game of... I don't know anymore. I have a plot, I swear. It's just hooligans. My friends are all cats. And we all know how good I am at keeping my cats from doing shit.
Look at my ears. What did you think was going to happen?
Exactly. I'll just put out a box and maybe I can catch you guys. I'll catch you with a box.
The box is beautiful characters, which you already have. We are trapped technically, but we just don't follow what you want us to do.
I'm sure I gotta get a smaller box. So thank you for just hanging out with us on these crazy chaotic journeys. Be sure to follow, be sure to like. Show us, if you like what we do, show us some love with some donations, and our donation stuff is gonna be told you about by Sid.
Oh my goodness. Check out our D&D donation abilities for $1 or 100 bits. You can grant guidance or a +1 to a player's roll. $3 or 300 bits, you can grant inspiration or a D6 to a player's rolls. And $10 or 1,000 bits, new character who this, create a custom NPC for the stream. That information will also be in the chat below.
That was beautiful. Thank you.
It sounded like a disclaimer at the end. Like
I just-
all the
It
information
was,
in the
yeah.
chat below.
No, I realized that. I was like, this is disclaimer
Terms
voice.
and conditions apply.
Terms and conditions apply. Awesome. Thank you so much, Squid. Really appreciate it. So
Side
if we're
effects of
done,
extreme or death.
well, this just escalated quickly. Damn. If we
continue.
don't have any more chaos,
I'm done.
I'm just gonna start killing lesbians. Every second we take a new lesbian dies.
Why do you do this to us? We've done nothing wrong. The lesbians are
Call-
far away and safe. No.
Call me the 100 because a lesbian dies. It's not spoilers anymore. It's so old. If you haven't watched it, it's so old.
Congrats. You're safe.
Congrats. Cool. So we'll go ahead and get started. So last time on The Fall of Pilion, our chaotic adventurers, I have no other kind words to describe you as other than the chaos adventurers, found themselves turned into rats and checking out the wonder and splendor of the actual rat kingdom in the capital of Pilion, in the country of Iztov. Which is pretty much the Pharaoh nation, because Izzy's evil. I mean, Iztov is evil. So they were called upon by the Rat Kingdom to help a kind of sudden, not really attack, but like sickness that seemed to take over one of the monarchs and a couple of the other just like rats of the kingdom. They Luke's nifty healing hands actually healed the curse that was on the king, and then they went off with their cowgirl rat buddy to the excavation site, which is where the accident happened. They uncovered a mysterious black box. Ba-da-doo. While checking out the area, Luke felt a drip on his shoulder, and when they looked up, they ended up discovering two Bulgura, which are pretty much demonic orangutans. One giant one kind of landed on the box. The other one started to attack our dear friends and adventurers. They killed that one. The one who was on the box managed to break open the box, spilling out this deadly toxic fog. With some very quick thinking and some good rolls, Harmony and Luke kind of worked together to seal up the hole in the fog to slow down the spread. Reyes hit on Parth and got Parth to show up.
I like how my contribution to all of this was that I hit on Parth.
And you did a lot of damage on the monkeys.
No.
You hit
my
on Parth.
contribution was that I hit on Parth.
You hit on a more or less a demigod / like angel of the gods.
I aim high.
Aim high. Aim high.
In Reyes' defense, he did flirt back.
He did flirt back. Of course he's gonna flirt back. So Reyes, Parth showed up, kind of helped gather another shard of what you guys are thinking might be shards of a key or a possible second key where you're not really sure yet. The gate to Hell's Anus. And you guys left off because I had to stop because you're ridiculous. Heading back to your cowgirl friend to head back to the monarchs to deliver the good news or the news. Any questions?
Do you know where my dice are?
In your butt.
In your butt.
Yeah, a little bit.
We made some interesting discoveries about what water could do and be shaped into.
There was a lot of discussions about shape, water, and Luke. A lot of discussions. I cannot. Those were a thing, kids. So what are you guys going to do? You're heading back to the cart?
Yes.
Where you're...
I believe we were right outside the cart with the lady nearby or whatever.
With our cowgirl.
Our
Yeah.
cowgirl friend.
Yeah, she kind of looks and goes, well, hell. Y'all look like you had a bit of a tussle back there. I heard some noises, but I honestly just didn't want to do anything.
I can't
Uh,
blame you.
do you-
I wouldn't do anything either.
There were big monkeys with like fangs, but upside down. Bad. It was a bad time. I
I'm
got
sorry.
punched in the gut really hard, and it made my stomach hurt.
Oh, are you right there?
I'm fine.
You look like you are.
I actually am fine. I'm missing 2 HP because I
Oh,
healed
cool.
myself.
You
I'm still doing
shouldn't
okay.
tell them about the hit point thing.
The what thing? Oh yeah. Can they not see this cool bar floating? No, I'm kidding.
I don't know what y'all talking
That's
about.
still the wrong way.
You land dwellers are pretty crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know that orangutans came in that size and with fists that hurt like that. But
I'm
I
not
mean,
quite sure what an orangutan is, but
would they not hurt us like that in real life? I guess this counts as real life.
yes. Also,
Um,
orangutans are pretty chilled. Of the like giant ape species, they're the least likely to attack people.
I mean, if they actually did get into a fight with us, wouldn't
Oh,
they?
it would
They would
also
come out.
hurt. I guess
Yeah,
objectively, any primate punching me would hurt, including people.
that makes sense.
I don't like being punched.
Anyways, that was our experience.
I
down
very
there.
playfully, just very lightly, just tap you on.
y'all are some crazy folks.
I'm gonna shave water to make it look like my whole arm is dented in. Just
I'm really sad I gave you that ability. All right, so are we all set here? Do we have anything we have to look or
I think we're actually pretty good. What
Good.
What else do we have to do? We just wanted to check that out. Are we done here?
Yeah, we.
well, we're done underground. We still got to do the other stuff up there.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
that's pretty obvious,
the actual stuff we were supposed to do, but I guess in the end this did help us.
See, Rat Kingdom was helpful.
All
And
right,
totally-
all right. I agree. It seemed like it was a side quest, but I was wrong.
Also, they're just so nice to
And-
us.
I understand that. I would like to get back to my human form if at all possible.
That is fair. I would also like to be that.
Oh well, I don't know how to do that, but maybe the monarchs do. We can get you back to the
All right.
city.
Yeah,
Sounds
sure.
good. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll hop up onto the cart.
I will as well.
All right. I'm assuming Harmonia does too. I feel like the
think
yawn
I said
and
I was riding up at the front with
Sure.
our cowgirl companion I did last time.
sure.
So I'm gonna do
So you
that.
guys go ahead. Can you all make a survival check for me?
Yay!
Yes, but I
If
fear.
you can find where my dice went, I will just do it on the
Yay.
D&D Beyond sheet.
Good start to the night. Nat 20. Total of 25.
Aw, you piece of... it went from an 18 to a 2.
Oh,
so
I see that
6.
6. Yeah.
Yikes.
19.
I watched the 18 light up, and then it turned over to a 2.
Unfortunate. So as you guys are going along, Harmonia and Luke, it's a cart pulled by a cockroach. It's not like the most steady thing in the world. You guys are fine, but Race, you start to get a little motion sick there for a moment, like as you're kind of
Oh,
swaying back and forth and
I really hate this kind of stuff.
start getting a little motion sick. So it takes it's a couple hour drive, just like it was going there. It's a couple hours back. You guys want to do anything or jotting along?
I think we can just hurry
For
along.
once, I think we're streamlining it.
We're gonna
Oh my.
streamline it and just go.
Fine.
Hang on, let me
Right.
figure out something to faff. No,
I
I'm
need to
kidding.
get my
Anyways,
proper- Yeah.
I wave.
so as you guys finally get to the kingdom, the kind of spiral city, it's really hard to tell how long you've actually
Come
been
on.
here for. Just because there's no sunlight, but
Oh.
like the city itself, there's like some torches lit like there always is, but it seems a bit more active, and you pass by a few establishments that seem to be pretty full. You'd assume these might be like pubs of some sort or some sort of house of entertainment. So it is not a rat brothel. You think maybe it's just like a musical theater? Maybe it's
Okay.
just musical theater there, Sid. Why you automatically got to go to a brothel, huh?
Because I'm thinking of the sexy rat from Dimension 20.
Actually, you see the sexy rat, definitely in some like lingerie, hanging outside the building.
Listen, that's why I didn't unmute myself. I was just gonna
No.
mouth it and let it slide.
You're also just gonna think about the fact that the entirety of Disney was saved by animated Mouse Tibby from The Great Mouse Detective.
Oh my god, I love the Great Mouse Detective. So you guys get back to the palace. You kind of like she pulls up front. She goes, "Well, if I ever see you again, it'll be mighty pleasure. But y'all take care. I gotta go and saddle
Thank you
this."
for the ride.
Of course, thanks for doing whatever you did, whatever this orangutan thing was.
It's like
Um,
it's like a big orange thing with. It's scary.
It sounds quite scary. It did attack you, so I can't imagine it's a friendly thing.
No, but you're cool. I
Ah,
don't want to ride in that again though. Not because of you, but and I just point to the cockroach.
Bucky here. Oh, Bucky's a good old cockroach.
I don't like roaches. They make my skin crawl.
Well, that would be uncomfortable.
Let's take our time, going somewhere else then. Why remain here?
I
Well,
just
all right.
looked to Luke. You know what I could have done?
What?
I could have talked to him.
That's you.
Too late.
You have fun with that.
Bye.
I don't want it.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I don't want any part of that. Also, do they count as an animal? I don't
don't think they do.
maybe
I believe
they
that's
do
an
not.
insect.
Aw.
Well, y'all have a good time. Hope to see you again. Much obliged to all the help you provided us. I gotta go take old Bucky here back to the barn.
Thank you for the ride.
Thank you very much.
Kind of tips her hat to you and kitcha, and starts to head towards kind of like the back part of this palace-esque house.
Even rat cowgirls are cool. What the fuck?
I just don't like rat. I don't like don't like cockroaches.
Yeah, so you don't like the rats? You're in the wrong place.
No, I don't like cockroaches.
So, in terms of these side quests that you keep putting us on, can I put my foot down and say that we're going to go and do the main quest now? Just go there, get into it.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh.
You don't know if someone's gonna miss a week and we gotta do a different thing.
There you go.
Well,
Cockroach Kingdom, here we come.
No, I will.
No.
Absolutely not. I won't show up for that.
There's actually a sub kingdom to the rat kingdom.
I'll
and
leave.
the cockroach.
It's
All
the
right.
cockroach colonies.
Thanks, everyone. I'm ending the stream.
I'm good.
The cockroach colonies. of the rat kingdom.
Okay, so again, as far as I know, all we have to do is help the king, and then we're done.
Yes. Also, I need to grab my notes. I just realized I don't have them.
Good. All right. Let's start heading there and get this out of the way so we can continue with something more normal.
You are outside of the palace.
Here was normal.
Yeah. Okay, once we
Absolutely.
finish this up, we should be able to do like the regular normal stuff you want to do.
Awesome.
Like go to the library.
Guys keep saying normal, but it's not normal.
It's not,
Nothing
but
here
they
is
keep
normal.
calling it normal, so I'm just gonna say that. I mean, I guess going to the library is the most normal thing.
It is the most normal thing we've done since we've got here.
I mean, I don't know. I went to the gym. Felt really good.
That's weird that they have like a Planet Fitness. It's confusing.
Yeah, Globe Fitness is pretty damn cool.
I'm gonna start walking.
Okay. So you head to the door. And before you even have a chance to knock, the door is immediately open to kind of the butler rat that you had kind of first encountered, and very much kind of nose in the air is like, yes, are you back from your mission?
Yes,
We
and
are
we were
indeed.
quite successful. You shouldn't have to worry about that location any further.
It should be safe for now.
Allow me to lead you to the third room. And so they kind of start to scurry off
Where did they figure out that snobby personality as a rat? Do you think they just lived underneath a Frenchman's house or something? I don't know.
I
what's
mean,
going
yeah,
on.
they probably got a lot of like fancy cheese.
Oh god, I love fancy cheese.
They have like a whole like charcuterie board.
I don't know where that whole thing came from.
So you guys head into there, past, through the castle, and they stops you right outside the throne room door in kind of like a nice holding area. Please wait here. And they go through another door.
Just
So
'cause.
they're waiting for a moment, so you guys have a couple moments to talk probably.
Okay, where did you get your accent from?
They are not in the rooms with you though. They
God
left.
damn it!
I mean, I'm just gonna.
Come back here, Jeeves, or whatever.
I mean,
Cheese.
if we saw that they were pirate rats, presumably they just lived in a place that had classism.
Yeah.
And that's, I mean,
And adopted the snobbiest of them.
they have a
I mean, it's
kingdom.
a decision.
Presumably they also have, classism, and also is a butler, and that's kind of, I think, required. Is to have the kind of posh, better than you accent.
Yeah.
I
If you're a
wouldn't know anything
butler.
about those
I
kind
mean,
of accents.
you can't
so,
just
yeah.
have like a butler that just says,
Looks-
"What's up, fuckers?"
That would be weird. Also looks directly at Reyes when it's like, I wouldn't know anything about that. I'm like,
Also, I have already just drafted my new character. It's a butler that just.
Oh my god.
So.
Okay, so after you guys wait a couple of moments,
hey,
can't with any of you. The butler comes back into your room and is like, the monarchs are ready for you.
Excellent.
They open up
turns to you. What the fuck?
They open up the big doors and lead you back into the throne room you had originally been in. You see, this time, all three monarchs are sitting in the thrones.
I'm gonna bow my head as we're approaching, and then say, "It's wonderful to see that you appear to feel better."
Sorry, I was just thinking what accent I want to give this guy. It wasn't going to end well for anyone.
Especially not
Do
you
it.
if Knox catches wind of it.
No. The dude. The sick dude. Hold on, let me pull it up. Guys, I'm really good at remembering my own shit. Erwin. I have that right there. So Erwin kind of looks down at all of you. And is like, yes, thank you. I appreciate your help. It was very kind of you.
All right.
It was going to be very Walter Cronkite for a moment.
Yeah.
So we've got Metro Man.
Metro Man.
I love you, random citizen.
I love you, random citizens. It's much appreciated. How did your expedition go?
We successfully handled the what do we want to call it?
Source
I don't want
of
to say
contamination?
dangerous
that's
thing.
much better than Hell's Anus. Yes, the source of contamination.
Also, are you okay? Are you any lingering side effects? Any lingering symptoms? Concussions?
No, I
blood
feel
clots?
as if I've had a very cat.
What?
Got it very bad.
Looks around.
So, it's just so hard to talk when his ass is just sitting in my face. Talk about the devil's anus. I'm a professional.
We're professionals, guys. We know what we're doing here.
Soup's professional.
Telling me Critic Role didn't do this shit. You spice?
Definitely. You got shit like Mega Malay. You know.
I forgot I was even saying it this way. No side effects at all. In fact, I feel like I've had a full night's sleep.
That's.
Oh, that's good. That's more than Luke ever gets.
Yeah.
I actually get full night's sleep in the bathtub.
I mean, I'm talking about you, the person, unless the character.
Yeah, and I used to not get full night's sleep at the hospital, but now I'm getting much better sleep.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
That's fine.
What did you perchance find?
It's a little bit of a long story. It's definitely something that is contaminating the lands as we know it at the moment. We've already dealt with something like this in the past, like we said. But
But it is dealt with now.
it is dealt with, yeah.
Good. We are in your debt.
Do you know what a Balrog is?
What?
The third king, Eril, who you've already kind of met once, is like, yes, I've faced one when I was young in the military a long time ago.
Yeah, we took care of 2 of those.
There were 2
That's-
of them around the point of contamination.
That's quite odd. They're not known to be around a lot in our world, unless there's a demonic source to them.
And that's what we dealt with. You were infected by the demonic source.
Oh, Eril will look over at Erwin. Erwin's like, I see. Well, then we're even more in your debt. Do you?
We accept rewards in all varieties.
Oh my god.
Oh, of course.
I
I'm
also
sorry. Am I supposed to not say that?
I also take rewards in the form of thank yous.
Yeah, but you see, mine's more currency based. There's
Of course. That calls over the butler rat, who she like whispers something into his ear, and he scurries off through a different door than the ones you guys came through. Kind of like behind the like to the side of the thrones. They will be here in a moment with your reward. I do encourage, if you wish, you may stay a night in the castle, in the palace, if you'd like. It is quite late in the evening. In the morning, we can send you back to the walking world, the up top soil.
I suppose that's acceptable.
In the morning, can you make us human-sized again?
Of course.
That is what they were saying, I think.
Yeah.
I thought they meant just back on top, but as rats.
No. We would put you back to original form.
Thank you very much.
This is I love this. This is very new for me. And I kind of miss before. I got
There's
used to it.
already a lot of new things that we're kind of going through. So being turned into rats on top of all of this new stuff is kind of weird.
I have fur, which
It's
is
nice, but like, you know.
my
I
first
was about to
wet.
say, I was rather surprised that you all were rats. We were just expecting you to come as tiny humans.
That's what I
Well,
thought.
tiny beings.
That is
Um,
also what I thought.
But, oh, druid wizard friends sometimes gets a little overzealous.
As mine of so.
A little bit.
So, my apologies on that, but you all do make very handsome rats, I have to say.
Thank you.
Very handsome indeed.
Okay,
not-
you two can deal with that. I have a feeling they're flirting. I'm going to go over here.
My
Oh.
camera just like suddenly grayed out real crazy.
Oh boy.
My camera was like, excuse you.
I know. I was like, what was that?
Um,
I'm not flirting with Her Majesty. Why would we?
I mean, if you like,
we don't want to Voltron and become a rat king.
No,
you could just become a rat king.
I'm good.
So you wait a couple moments and make, just like simple small talk of some sort. And then
I really love your castle. It's actually gorgeous.
oh, thank you. Actually, it was built
my
by one of the heads just over about 200 years ago. Is actually a lot of rubble that was found from the human world. And you can find out all the history. I can make some shit up and tell you.
Boom.
In a long message if you'd like, not in real life because I don't know. So finally, the butler rat comes back. They're like pulling a sack through the door.
Do you need help?
I've got it. So they pull a sack along with they pull a sack through and then go back through the door and come out with like a more manageable like chest and puts it down in front of all of you. And the Eo's like, Well, so there is 100 gold pieces for all of you as a thank you. And then
I would say total is reasonable.
I thought it was just in total.
I'm just checking.
in total,
Good to know.
and then in the box, the Jeeves opens up the box, and it is a diamond. This diamond here is actually worth about 200 gold. But I'm told that many people who have the healing magics tend to need diamonds for some rituals, so figured it couldn't hurt.
I will just throw that into this bag.
And I look at it and go, I might. I've been reading about magic, and that seems useful.
If it is useful to you, we can divvy that up once we get back topside.
Yeah, so you can definitely dump this all into your bag, so because you're a rat, and coins are kind of big compared to you.
I added my 33, 3, and 3. You two can go ahead and decide what you're doing with yours.
Wait, 33 gold, 3 silver, 3 copper?
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, because 100 divided by 33 is 33.
Make
It's
it
a lot.
34. Make it 34 gold for all of you.
Oh.
We give you all a solid 34. Whatever that math ends up being.
Ha. I have 69
Thank
gold.
you very much for the reward. It is much appreciated. If you do need help again, don't be afraid to ask. Please, though, if possible, can you make sure it's a task that doesn't require us to become rats?
We can see what we can do. Butler here can... Yes, you don't have to raise your hand.
Also, if you need us again, please don't drug us to ask us. Could we just be asked? That would be great.
I mean, I don't think they were attempting to drug us.
That wasn't originally the plan, but when you sometimes call upon the less honorable people that sometimes help, they sometimes try different methods that I don't always approve of.
That's fair. I just wanted to throw it
Erwin's
out there.
like, it's not that bad. It would have gotten here a lot easier and probably a little less confusing, but understandable.
More confusing, maybe.
I mean, waking up as rats would have been pretty concerning.
Oh, it'll been fine. That's how I woke up one day. I'm just messing with all of you. I've always been a rat. Good talk.
Perfect. Where are our rooms?
Yes, of course. And kind of waves over the butler, and butler kind of bows to them. If you require anything, just ask them, and they can help you. If you're required to talk to us again, they can also fetch us. You have our thanks. If you ever require our help, please find the nearest rat and let them know.
Perfect.
Yes.
I will head straight for whatever room I'm being directed toward.
Yeah, so you guys are kind of led. It's the opposite way of the kind of royal chambers you originally went to. Kind of like in the opposite wing. Makes sense. So they show you 3 different rooms that you guys can have for the evening. They are very nice plush rooms, probably the nicest rooms, even like nicer than the hoity-toity hotel that you're staying in. I'm talking like satin sheets, like gorgeously mahogany carved like 4-post beds, feather mattresses. They're nice. You can only imagine the painstakingly work went through to getting this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Which is why I will be sleeping in the bathtub.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna soak this
into your
bed.
room and like drag you in.
That's right. You're a water mouse still, right?
Exactly. I'm still a water mouse.
Yeah.
I
You're
can't.
just a wet mouse.
If you just said it's been painstaking to get all this stuff, I'm not gonna soak it with water.
Did the two of you go to your own room, or did you have separate rooms?
I just assumed they gave us separate rooms, so I'm just standing at the door.
Yeah, so you guys are shown 3 different
I'm
rooms.
also just kind of standing at the door, like,
Wait.
not used to this.
He shows you a bell system. There's like a pull bell next to your doors that if you should ring them, it will call some wait staff, some maid.
Cool. When we get inside and both of them are inside, I'm going to immediately call them.
Oh my god.
Okay. You ring the bell, and the beller who had originally shown you the door knocks on your door.
Okay. All right. So they were too embarrassed to say anything, but do you happen to have escorts in the rat community?
Yes.
Could you send 2 of them to Luke's room? Thank you. And I close the door.
The butler is still just standing there. Could you just ask someone to call an escort to the royal palace?
Escorts. 2 escorts to the royal palace.
Okay.
Wild.
I'm
Will you
leaving.
please roll a persuasion check for me?
That is.
You're asking a member of the royal wait staff to get 2.
It's only 11. It's only at 11.
I don't know what this dude would roll. Okay. Okay, you close the door in his face.
I'm just gonna sit there at the door waiting.
Okay. You wait a little while. Hi Watson. You wait a little while, and finally you hear some like shuffling of feet. I mean, it is like late. Like you assume most of the household has gone to bed. And you hear some shuffling of feet, and a knock at a door.
Perfect.
Please a back of you.
And so Luke, you hear a knock at your door, only because I rolled a natural 1 on whether or not he would agree to do this.
I mean, I am presumably in the attached bathroom.
Okay. Would you answer your door if someone knocks on your door late at night?
I would just walk up to it. I'm just soaking wet rat. Just go. Is it? Peek pulls open door like slightly. Oh, hi.
You see the butler rat standing there with 2 other rats behind him, and is like, I have Genevieve and Thomas here for you. There.
Is what? Why is there like? Do they have to fix something? I can leave. Is it a cleaning thing? I can go.
No, sir. Your friend informed us of your request, and I had to wait, so I would not get fired. They can assist you in whatever you might like.
I didn't. I'm a little confused. What request? I didn't make a request. My request was to sleep. I didn't really make any requests.
One of your party members informed us of your request.
Is it
Probably
Reyes?
hear my laughter through the door.
Was it?
If you're not being quiet, you for sure hear laughter from Reyes's door. And Harmonia, make a perception check for me. If you're trying to sleep, let's make a perception check. See how like half asleep you are.
16.
Yeah, you hear some conversation happening in the hallway, and you also hear ruckus laughter.
Okay.
I'm gonna slowly poke my head out.
So you see the butler rat, and then you see 2 other rats standing behind him. One looks a bit bigger than the other. They're in simple clothes. Not like super fancy dressed or anything, but you hear your friends informed us of a request that you were to best ask for it.
Okay. Oh.
It was quite a hard request to fulfill, but
thank you. You're amazing at your job. Just hang on, and I just get 2 gold. I'm like, here, and I give it to the butler.
The gold. So you are a rat.
Right.
So gold is like A big coin.
I grab 2 gold coins. I like roll them over and I go, okay, for you, Lil Uzi, Rob Zombie. No, I give it to the butler and go, okay, you take this. Cause you're great, and I'm sorry you had to do this. So here you go.
Thank you.
I didn't. Sure, and I just open the
As
door.
to what's going on while I'm looking.
I just open the door to my room. Just go.
Okay. The bigger rat kind of curtsies, and the smaller rat bows, and smaller rat's like, I am Thomas, my lord. And the bigger rat is like, Genevieve.
Amazing names. Can I see Harmonia?
I'm not making an attempt to be hidden. I'm just like,
Make a perception check. You got a lot going on here. You need a.
I got a lot happening.
I also need you to make a panic attack check for me.
Okay, I don't know if Luke would have that issue. Luke is works at a hospital. They probably deal with this all the time.
17 on that panic attack. And then
People propositioning them.
And I work in the
people do
ER.
weird things when they're on. Oh, yeah.
Fair.
And then for you said perception. That's 17 also.
Wait, you do see Harmonia with her door open.
I just go.
The 2 rats, Genevieve and Thomas, brush past you, and like they brush past you.
I see that and I just back away.
Don't leave me.
What? You got.
Reyes did this.
Laughter makes sense now.
Help me. I just step into the room.
I
leave the door open.
Walk over to Luke's room, I guess.
Okay.
Orgy time.
No, that's not what I was going for. I was
Everything.
trying to embarrass you.
Everything
Joke's on you.
fades to black.
No, I'm kidding. I step in there and I go.
Harmonia steps into your room, slowly closes his door, and we are just gonna go. And the next morning, it's JK. Okay, you get waved over.
I'm just gonna step back into my room and go, okay, so I think there was a misunderstanding and maybe a prank happening, and I'm sorry, but I also didn't want to waste anyone's time. I just look at Genevieve and Thomas. Okay, so my friend sent you to my room. I did not request that. I points to Harmonia. I like the this is yes.
I'm gonna go over to the door and knock on the door.
You hear another knock at your door.
I open it.
While Thomas is like rebuttoning their shirt.
Please, your chest is nice, but no, you can't do that to me. I'm just gonna peek open and see Reyes.
Yep, there's Reyes.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm busy, and I just closed the door.
All right.
I open it. Thomas has his shirt off. I got stuff I gotta do.
Would Reyes see me in the room?
Make a perception check for me, Reyes. Why am I letting this happen? Remember that main quest y'all kept talking about?
Hey, to be fair,
I was just gonna go to bed.
Any request?
I wanted to fuck around, and I made a mistake. You play stupid games, you get stupid prizes.
We fucked around to find out. Make a perception check for me, Reyes. See if you see Harmonia in there too.
You gave me a not awful option, honestly.
I mean, perception. That's a 14, even with a 10. I have a plus 10, so that's a 14.
Jesus.
Oi.
Also,
I mean, you kind of see like a flash of like Harmonia's like half of Harmonia's body as Luke starts to like close the door again.
All right, I'm leaving the gold coins for them outside. I feel bad now too.
It's fine. I just don't. There are a lot of clothes coming off, and I have to deal with that.
I'm just confused.
You enjoy. I thought I was going to embarrass them.
Okay. Hi.
I'll return to my room after putting 4 gold coin outside the door.
Okay. you head back to your room. There's 4 gold coins sitting in the hallway. Not that you, Luke, or Harmonia know this, but
Yeah.
Thomas and Jimmy are just kind of looking at you. She just told them to put their clothes back on. Then you made a comment about the clothes coming off. So Thomas is there like,
No, you keep your shirt on. Your chest is handsome. I don't want to look at it.
thank you.
Okay, so there's been a mistake.
I think so.
I don't. No. No.
Okay. Our apologies. We were told.
That's why I'm not mad, because I clearly you're just doing your job, and like you were told to do stuff, and I didn't want to like send you away and like do this weird shame thing. So I was just like, you could just chill here. I don't sleep in the bed anyways. I sleep in the bathtub, so you could just sleep here for the night.
Ow! Fuck, cat! Oh, he just took a chunk out of my side.
Oh no!
Oh!
You weren't even using your old man voice.
I wasn't. No, he wants me to feed him. Get out of here, you jerk! Oh God! Criminal. Oh, I mean, we can go.
I didn't want to make you like feel bad or anything. I didn't know what you wanted to do, so I was just.
I mean, technically, it's whatever you want to do. Technically speaking.
I've never
developed an entire rat escort system.
Okay, Harmonia.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you want us to go, we can go.
No,
it's
that's not. It's not. You came all the way here. That feels rude.
I'm very confused right now.
I'm also
Trust me,
confused.
so are we.
Okay, my friend played a prank on me apparently and was like, "Hey, we're gonna send 2 people to your room, even though you're kind of like dating someone else right now." And I just pointed to Harmonia, and you guys just entered a relationship and whatever. So I'm a little also confused on what's happening.
Oh, okay.
Very.
You're both very attractive and very nice and polite, and that's very nice of you. But you're like second attractive. I'm saying mean things.
You are both very attractive, but not in like what we already.
I'm gonna knock at the
Have?
door again because I'm really confused.
Go for it. I mean, the 4 gold coins are still sitting there. You knock on the door, or it's a knock at your door again.
Oh god, are there more people? Okay.
You see 2 more escorts sitting there.
You guys can stay or you can go. You will be paid either way, because I feel awful that you came all the way out here. It feels mean.
Oh, we've already been paid.
They pay. Oh my god, I gotta pay the queen again. I don't. Just. Okay. I'm gonna go answer the door now. You guys can stay or you decide, and I'm just gonna open the door. Wait.
Ray is just standing there.
I left coins outside in case for.
They've already been paid.
I mean, they can keep them.
They deserve it. Why?
I just thought it would be funny, and instead you invited them into your room, so that's a little less.
They came all the way over here. That felt.
I
rude.
mean, they were going to get paid either way.
It felt rude. What if they like? This is like a nice place. They could just like. I don't know anymore.
Just all right.
Also, Jeeves did like a really
everyone.
good job. He said it was really hard to find people, and like I felt bad.
I was trying to be a dick, and I ended up being a bigger one than I wanted to.
Oh, it's just that usually they meet us outside of the castle, not like in the palace.
Oh, good. This is a frequent affair. All right. So.
Oh, okay. So you've already. This isn't new for you.
No.
Okay.
I mean.
Perfect. Anyways, thank you for coming. And whatever. Yes. Enjoy your night. I'm going to bed. I'm a dick.
Good night.
I'll kick your ass in the morning.
Thank you.
I'm glad at least this is you've done this before, so that's not weird.
I mean, we see a lot of like palace workers that come through, and
now we're learning about the system here.
I mean, we're all pretty open about stuff, so
that's actually very nice. That's actually
They
like
just
a
don't
good.
often bring us
Harmonia
here.
just wants to go to bed.
Everybody's just
Yeah,
tired.
Harmonia's just like half asleep, just kind of sitting there like.
So we'll go ahead and go.
Okay,
Um.
there's coins outside. Those are yours. You can have
Oh.
them
Thank you.
as like a I'm sorry.
Oh, nothing to be sorry.
I'm gonna go sleep in a bathtub.
Plus, they're out of Reyes's pocket, so I can't really complain otherwise.
That's true.
Oh, okay. They head out of the room and take the coins
I'm
and
gonna,
I
start
don't even go
going.
back to my room. I just go to your bed and just plop.
okay, I'm gonna go lay in that bathtub, and if anybody else
Uh,
knocks, no,
Not answering.
I'm just gonna go to.
Unless it's something important,
True. If somebody's dying again, we should probably be there.
probably.
That was
Okay, I'm going to bed.
cool. Just
Also,
Perfect.
hey, that was nice about the, what you said.
whoop.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Awkward
my plan worked.
thigh
Yeah.
pat. I do awkward thigh pat, just like. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna go sleep now. And I just
My
face
plan
plant into a bathtub.
Okay. So the night passes with
We
no
did it.
more.
We actually got through the night.
I
Woo!
didn't say I was done. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Oh,
What else you
no.
doing, Reyes?
I'm good.
You
Reyes
guys.
single-handedly destroys the monarchy that night.
Yep. You become the fourth in a thruple.
Amazing.
It becomes a quapple.
Quapple.
Couple. Hang on.
The next morning. Hang on, what?
No,
I'm so scared.
I had an awful thought. Danny sent me a message and it made me think of a lot of things.
No, we'll talk about it on break. We'll talk about it on break.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
that's a break thing, you know what? You're right.
I have not had a day of rest since I joined this goddamn group.
We had a full night's rest.
So the next morning, there are knocks at your doors. The butler rat, though, doesn't really look Luke in the eye.
I'm
Uh,
also not
and-
looking him in the eye, to be fair. I'm looking straight at the ground.
Informs all of you, probably a good idea, that there is breakfast prepared for you in the dining hall if you'd like to partake.
Thank you.
And he waits at the end of the hall for you to follow him if you care to join.
So, how much did that cost last night?
What?
Are you talking to the butler?
Yeah, I'm whispering to the butler.
Oh, well, they traditionally paid 5 gold coins per hour. So we kind of give them a base rate of 4 hours.
Whoa, those are some. I will pay you back.
Oh, were they not satisfactory, or I don't
It
know.
was a prank.
Ah,
I didn't
I
think you'd
see.
actually do it.
Well, traditionally we don't have people to come in here. Most of the guards and whatnot go.
So those two just started dating, and I was trying to make them realize even more how much they like each other. I was hoping it would start some kind of thing where they're like, oh, and then be like, oh, we're gonna live together now because we're happy. I don't
I'm
know.
assuming at this point Reyes would see that I'm coming out of Luke's room.
Yep,
Because I probably take longer to get ready anyways.
unless you're hiding it. Race is very perceptive and has. I mean, even
I'm
if you are
not
trying to
really
hide it, they're
hiding
probably going to see it.
I'm not really hiding it.
Me neither.
Anyways, that's what I was doing. I will pay that back. Here's where do I put the 20 gold?
That is all right. The Majesties informed us to make you all as comfortable as you wish. So if that is how you found being comfortable in our
I think we were all uncomfortable by that experience.
Oh, hey. How was your
Uh,
evening?
Why?
The beds are
Because
nice.
I love both of you very much.
Do you?
Fun way of
Yes.
showing it.
Can you doubt that at all? Even in the
Yes.
slightest?
A lot, actually.
I mean, all right. I guess we all show love in different ways.
Yep. Some of us.
They will
Say
playfully
we-
punch Reyes.
I
Some of us say we
was a
love
bit
each
worried
other.
that was going to be real for a moment.
Oh, do you want
Um,
it to be? And I
No,
fake it.
No,
I'm
that's
good. I'm good, thank you.
listen. Some people say they love you, and other people send escorts to your room that you didn't ask for, and then you have to explain that no, that's not what's happening to a bunch
Yeah,
of
I
people.
don't really think that.
All right, I show my affection in strange ways. Let's go and enjoy
And
this
I can't
this
wait to see
breakfast.
how you fucking express it to Parth.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird. Are you gonna call
Why
escorts to
do you think that
Parth's
there's
room?
something going on between Parth and I?
Aren't you flirting?
Not
You've been
flirting.
flirting.
That doesn't mean anything happens.
Oh,
I mean,
bummer. It could
could
though.
be.
You
Could
could have.
I
happen.
mean, as far as I understand, they're just like a Ken doll.
You can still have fun.
I suppose that's true.
They have hands and a mouth. I don't.
That is also true. You're right. I apologize. I was horribly incorrect. Anyways, let's go use our hands and mouths and eat some breakfast.
I'm
Happening here?
I'm going to jump out of my second story window into the river behind my apartment.
This entire
Right
game
here.
has become increasingly filthy.
So filthy.
I hate
What
this.
happened when we entered the Rat Kingdom?
I hate this,
Anyways,
but I love it.
Naughty wackus bunkus.
naughty wackus
Naughty
bonkers.
wankus bonk.
Ooh,
Okay.
What do you think?
They lead you to a very nice dining hall. The monarchs are there.
all right.
Eating. There's like a very wide variety.
I don't look at
Of
any of
food.
them in the eye.
Awesome.
The service that we requested last evening was excellent. Thank you very much. I'm going to go and sit at one of the tables and eat.
I hate you. I'm just whispering under my breath to Race. I'm gonna kill you. I'll
The
kill you.
monarchs kind of look at there like, I'm glad the room was satisfactory.
Perfectly satisfactory. Yes, thank you.
I'll kill you.
Lovely. So after breakfast, I have asked the escort you took to the excavation site to lead you back to up to your kind of part of the world,
Well, that,
and get you transformed back.
what's the guy there that I kept getting into a fight with?
The rat,
Yeah,
Oh,
I can't. think of their
Eli.
name.
Eli.
Eli. Yes. Will it be Eli who's escorting us back?
no, it's gonna be our cowgirl friend.
Doc.
I'm afraid not. Well, from what I know, because you said Eli was part of the crew that brought you in, yes?
That's correct.
They left
Oh, well, I hope they saw my
last
letter.
night back.
Anyways, well, thank
Um,
you.
Yes, you'll be with Doc again.
Oh, perfect. I'm sure
she'll
these people will enjoy that.
escort you back the way you came. You once again have our thanks if you ever need anything.
Oh, no,
Just present the rat to the cog that you were given by the Lady Bertha.
is that one for myself? I've never been.
I can, in fact, provide all of you one if you like. 'Cause I believe you only have the one, correct?
There's
We have
only
mine,
one.
yes.
That is correct, yes.
Erol kind of raises his hand, kind of like waves at one of the other butlers who goes. They come back a little while later. I mean, granted, like they are a bit bigger since you are a rat, and they hand you these cog pieces, but you know they're going to be smaller once you grow.
Well, thank you. Yes, if you
I'm
ever need
assuming
our
that
help,
it.
We can find you. I assure you.
I'm assuming that on our rat forms, they look about as big as if you guys have ever seen the video game Okami, how the disc is on the main character's
Oh.
back.
You're right.
Sure,
Probably
that
be as
sounds
big as they
great.
are. You probably never heard of it. I'll show you a
no,
picture
I
of it.
have. I've played it.
I'm old. I have not heard of it.
I will
It's an
send you
old.
a picture
It's an
of it.
old game.
Oh.
It's our generation game.
Damn.
It's so good.
Maybe I've seen pictures of it, but I just don't know it. Yeah, so you guys enjoy a very, very good breakfast. And you know, the monarchs kind of once again just make small talk about your adventures so far. They tell you random bits of history. Lady Zonda is very much a history buff and, you know, just kind of like can unload history with whatever questions you have. Erwin, you get the sense, tends to be a bit more of the like gung ho, like was a knight when he was younger. And then Ariel's actually a pretty quiet guy in comparison to his other significant others. So after breakfast, they stand, they say their goodbyes. They actually kind of give you a bit of a bow, since you have done a great service throughout the kingdom. And you guys are led out of the palace where Doc the cowgirl is waiting for you again.
Oh, finally.
I love her.
I love her so much. Sorry, my food's on the way.
Um,
Finally.
These
course.
two are very excited to see you again. I will get onto your carriage, and this will be great.
Right. Well, I took into note that y'all didn't seem very big fans of Bucky there.
Oh, no,
You see, actually, there's actually 2 grasshoppers pulling the carriage.
Oh, still
Aw.
terrifying. But you didn't
How
have to.
Is Buddy okay? Is,
Is
he
he-
doing okay though?
Is he okay?
Oh,
Is he
Bucky's just fine. Doesn't mind a good day off.
fine? Okay.
Okay.
He's still great. I just.
Do you
They scare
give
me.
him like pets or something? Like, do you pet him? Do you give him scritches?
Oh yeah, he loves a good scritch under his shell.
Give him some scritches for us.
Of course. Right where that wing joint is. Oh, he loves it. Loves it like something fierce.
Okay. Awesome.
So y'all hop onto. It's a bit smoother ride with 2 grasshoppers.
Really, it doesn't just go. Foop, foop,
They do not jump.
No.
They do not jump everywhere.
I actually saw
So-
a grasshopper just kind of walking along the sidewalk while I was getting home from work today.
It's so weird
My-
when they just walk.
My roommate used to have a toad named Rosie the Ribbitter. I named her Toad. That's why it was a pun name. And we used to have to get crickets. So I've seen crickets. Well, I've seen them get eaten a lot. I've also seen them just like walk around the enclosure trying to survive. Anyways, I got a lot darker than I thought it
got
was.
dark.
I know. I was like, that's sad.
Oh, I can get darker. Trust me.
Oh boy.
They go for it.
It was. This has been a wonderful experience. I'm going to just sleep for the time during in this car. I don't want to be awake or conscious. Good night.
All right.
Take a nap here.
Take a
Good night.
Apparently, they had a long night now, didn't they?
Yeah, it was
we
a
all
long
did.
night. It was a very long night. We met some interesting people.
Oh, like who?
You know, people.
All right, they gave no description at all, but
And
I-
Thomas, I think.
It was,
Anyways.
oh,
Yes.
Genevieve and Thomas. Oh yeah, no, I know them quite well.
You're asleep. Yeah, they very nice people. Uh-huh.
Oh yes, they are.
They didn't I should be all they didn't stay long.
Oh.
Well, I'm quite sorry to hear that.
No, it was like a good it was an accident. They weren't supposed to be here. That's not
Nah,
that
that's
I,
where usually they don't make house calls to the palace.
Yeah, I didn't know they did that at all. Apparently someone can call them for other people.
Oh
Well, I mean-
God.
Anyways, you seem mighty uncomfortable, so
I am a little
Uh,
sometimes your friend pranks you, but it's like real weird and you don't know what to think about it.
well, I mean, friends are sometimes assholes, but we gotta love them anyways.
Yes.
yeah, a little bit.
We have
Like I remember
to-
one time I had a friend that kept stealing my left shoe, and I could never find my left shoes. And finally, I found them. They like put them all up on my roof, just chucked it up there
What?
till I just had a bunch of roofs with left
Does
shoes.
it feel like you're talking from experience?
It does sound like it's from experience.
I've never done that one.
Okay.
Well, no, I don't think I've done that
Oh
one.
no.
You had to think about it. That's the part that's concerning.
Exactly.
I lived an adventurous life.
I did.
Not really.
We love our friends. Sometimes they just do things that are confusing and you don't know why it happened or what's the plan here.
I've stolen someone's light bulbs.
I've moved
That's
everything an inch to the left in someone's house.
Ooh, I like that one. Well, all right. So you guys continue the ride. I mean, it just like before, it takes you just a little bit to kind of go out. You start up the spiral and then through, kind of get to more sewagey area, until finally.
Partway through, am I able to see around the place where I put Eli's mom was here or whatever? Am I able to
Yes,
see?
you
if there
did
was
that
something
close to
added
the
to that?
opening. You see underneath it, there is a very someone like crossed out Eli's mom and
Mhm.
just put "fuck you."
Nice. Fuck you was
Um,
here. Perfect.
so that is what that says.
Nice. Thank you. It's good to know. I just wanted to make sure we were continuing our
Like,
game.
it definitely looks like someone tried to smudge it out and they realized that was going to take forever, just kind of crossed it out.
Perfect.
Finally, you reach kind of the sewer area and back through the back door till you're back into the room where the wizard druid is, and he's kind of like stomping around. He almost steps on. Actually, I'm gonna have everyone make a dexterity check for me as he's like kind of going back and forth in his
Check or save.
save. Sorry, thank you.
Doesn't matter to me, but
A save.
What are these rules? They're atrocious. No, that's not a word.
Atrocious.
atrocious.
Yep, that's the word. 14.
14.
Subtract 10 from that.
4.
Oh.
Nat 1.
Okay.
Oh, perfect.
For a total of 3.
Okay,
I got a
so
3.
You all kind of see a foot starting to come down. Race, you dive out of the way, but Harmonia and Luke, you guys both go to dive and end up actually trying to dive like across each other, and you smack into each other and both kind of land on the ground. He does partially step on you, so you guys are going to take
Oh.
like he kind of like steps on your tails. So you guys are each going to take 7 points of damage.
Oh.
Ow.
And then you look go, oh, I'm really sorry. Sorry about that. Sorry.
Yeah. It's cool.
What, Doc? What did I told you, Doc? Doc, you're supposed to let me know when you come in here, not just to like go crazy and just walk in. You're supposed to kind of let me know by ringing the bell. Doc's like, there's no bell out there. I don't know what bell you're talking about. There's no bell. There's a hole in a wall right there. Just walk through. So there's a bell. I'm telling you, there's a bell. There's a bell. I put a bell out there. I think there. I don't know if I put it. What do you want?
Is there a bell?
Make a perception check.
Can
Or
I also?
investigation. Yeah, you can make a perception investigation.
27.
Okay.
17.
Okay. Or you don't have to roll if you don't want to. I just need to know if you
So I
are.
got
Aren't.
5.
So with your 27, you see that looks like he'd start to put in a bell. Like there looks like a place, like there's a little rope and there's like a mounted like area, but there is no bell. Like he kind of got distracted halfway through.
That one you're talking from experience.
No. And with your 27, I finished all of my tasks before I start the next one.
Mm.
And with your 27, you see like on the table, kind of like across the room, there is a little bell sitting on top of it.
Do you mean that bell?
What bell? That bell? Yeah, that bell. You're supposed to ring that bell.
That bell that's on your table.
It's already inside the room.
That's besides the point. What are you doing? What do you want? What do you need?
Can we be people again?
Uppies?
Boop, beep, 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 boop. Yeah. Hold on. Let me. And it starts like once again, like Doc pushes you all against the wall to avoid him kind of like going around the room. So he collects some stuff and you see him in it with a mortar, start like grinding up some things. He kind of like spits in it at one point. He keeps grinding, and then he pours something from a jug. That's like this orange liquid into the jug that makes this thing kind of start like smoking a little bit until he comes back over and goes, "Okay, you ready? Ready? Huh?
No. But
Sure.
sure.
I don't think we'll ever be ready, but let's
Right.
do it.
Stand over here." So he kind of points you to open space. He dips his finger into this mixture and starts to draw some symbols around you. And then he steps away and grabs a powder from a satchel on his like belt, and he throws it at you. There's like a and you all get the very, very odd sensation of your body like both growing and changing. It's not painful. It's just kind of like this weird tingling, like
Puberty.
you hit puberty again. And now you all have tails.
Nice.
JK. No, so you guys are back into your original form, and there's this little dock rat sitting kind of by the opening.
Perfect. All right. Good. Is everything here? I'm just going to check to make sure I'm in one piece.
Everything you have is still super small. JK. All your stuff is there. It grew with you. It seems like all the new stuff you got seemed to it didn't change in size, but it grew. You know, like you grew into it more or less.
All right. Good. I am me again. If you'll excuse me, I need to leave, and I'm just gonna head straight out the door.
You just hear behind you. Well, all right. I guess bye then.
Thank you for making us regular.
Thank you.
Us again. Am I still water, or am I a human now?
I mean, you're in your regular form. You're kind of like damp water genasi form
Oh, okay.
that you kind of always have.
Yes.
So you're not back to your bodies that you had in your world, but you're back to the bodies that you had
Nice.
in this world.
Do we still see Doc? Are they still? Is she still on?
Yeah, Doc is still kind of like by their opening. They said bye to you just a moment ago.
And still, I'm assuming I just heard squeaks.
You did just hear squeaks.
I just wanted. Bye. I can't hear you anymore. I don't know what the words you're saying now because I'm not a rat anymore. But bye.
Oh,
They kinda-
it take 10 minutes to say bye.
They tip your hat to you and kind of bow and then head back through the hole. And okay, you're done. You need anything else? No.
We're done. We'll get out of here, Harry.
No, I'm just
Need a
gonna
left
leave.
shoe? I have a left shoe. Need a left shoe?
I think we're okay.
No.
but thank you.
I'm good.
Okay. Go. Bye. Out.
Okay,
Shoot.
bye.
Shoot.
I've already left before this man can physically shoo me out.
So you head back through into the sewers again, which is where you had originally entered this crazy dude's abode.
That miserable experience. 1 out of 10 would not recommend.
There were parts of it that were nice. Talking to the rat monarchy was cool, and like their market. I don't want to do that again. I just point back to the wizard druid. That part was no.
Yeah, that part was weird.
Yeah, it is not something I want to experience. So what did we have to do? We had to come here to the library and find a book on beasts.
We need to get the Book of the Dead Beast for Roosevelt, and then Parth asked us to look at after we showed him the key to Helzanis. He said there were some books in the library that we might be able to find about that topic.
Right, and if there's multiple
then-
shots, now we know that there could be multiples.
And then also Zalia told me to look at books about the Betrayer. But that was forever ago.
Yeah, that was a long time
That's
ago.
Betrayer.
Yeah.
Why?
I think it was when she thought you were the Betrayer.
She thought I was the
No,
betrayer.
I'm pointing at Harmonia, because you're an influencer, and she thought you might be a cult leader.
Yeah, because of a certain someone.
I think she might.
It was an accident. I was just having fun.
So,
Our fun is a lot different from theirs.
But also, we probably should look into that, because,
Yeah.
who is that? And is it any of us? And also, are there more people coming?
I mean, look,
That thought kind of terrifies me.
I don't really believe in any of this bullcrap that they're spouting about prophecies or things like that. It's probably not even important.
Prophecies are kind of steeped in some kind of truth. Something happened.
Yeah. And something could happen again.
Your
If you really need to take a look into it.
Your partner works for the gods, and apparently those are real wild. Maybe there might just be like a different person who would stab us in the stomach if given the chance.
Yeah.
But also has cool magic and got dropped into this world. I don't think it's like a prophecy thing, but we're all random people. I've been worried that a serial killer might
think
get
we
dropped
just-
into this world.
We just need to learn from it, just on the basic
All right.
principle of
All right.
those who fail to learn from history are doomed to repeat it.
Also, I just want to read a book.
We can learn about these betrayers or whatever.
You read a book, and it was very good.
That one was super spicy though.
Yeah.
I need to read a not spicy book. I need
Um,
some plain tofu right now.
All right. So why don't we split this up? What's the important tasks? What's the important tasks? So this book on the dead is probably high
I
priority.
should probably look into that for a Roosevelt.
Yeah. So the Book of
That
the
should
Dead
be you?
Beast is the title.
Is it you specifically?
I mean, if you guys want to come with, but if we're divvying up tasks, then that's the one that I would probably take.
Okay.
The Book of the Dead Beast is the title.
And what was the other things we had to do?
The other one didn't have a specific title, but it was Parth had mentioned books about different gates to hell, or just the gateways to the underworld.
All right. Why don't you take that and I'll look into this betrayer business.
Okay. Alrighty. Also, we need to bring the Book of the Dead Beast back to Roosevelt. He said to bring it
So
to
we're
him.
gonna have to get back there as well.
Do we have to? Because he said to bring it to him, but that was forever ago.
Yeah.
I mean, he did ask you to retrieve him a book.
Exactly.
Alright.
He did ask
Okay,
us to get that.
We'll take it back to him. Then.
And regardless of how long it's been for us, it hasn't been that long.
That's
in the
right.
actual
It's only
campaign.
been 3 days.
All right. Let's get up to the capital then. We're still in the sewer. We probably want. Do you have any? Do you have any spells that can like clean this?
Did we level up? I'm still 6. I
Still
can.
6.
We're all 6.
Yeah.
Still 6.
I can splash you with water.
Not
And
the
then-
water. Yeah, the water's already gross.
No, I mean, I just look at my body. This. Or we could go outside and get some water since we're near the port.
Yeah,
I mean,
we
that
should
takes
probably
the
go
blood
out
of
there.
a certain someone a little seriously. I'm not sure if I want to. Let's just head
I don't.
upstairs.
Yeah, I don't have prestidigitation. I have thaumaturgy though.
That won't help. That'll just make us very loud. All right. We'll go up there then.
Okay, everyone make a survival check for me to get out of the sewers.
17.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 17. That seems reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
10.
Okay. So you guys start kind of trying to head back the way that you came. Luke, you're kind of lost in here. It's a lot of turns, and there's like a dead end. You end up bleeding. And you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be the one to do this. And then Harmonia and Rash, you guys kind of find more of the way to head back. So you head out into the sewers, and you're kind of like the outside of this walled city. So you guys can start walking along the wall.
Are we getting papers or anything to get inside?
Didn't Parth give you? Someone gave us papers.
I mean, if I have them, they're in my bag. Documentation for getting into the city. Into the bag.
Nothing
Papers.
comes out. When we say papers, you get like a bunch of papers, like a bunch of paper.
Have anything in here that's for?
Most of it's blank. There is the note from Parth to the head of the library,
That's what he gave us.
letting him know that he has sent you to look for some books and allowed you to look in the restricted section.
Perfect. We will take this note. Oh, here. See, saying random words sometimes is helpful. Who's looking for? I guess we can just show them together. That way they'll know that we're all meant to be.
It's a group. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And I guess we have this to show a guard if they ask why we're here.
Also, aren't you just allowed to go to cities?
I mean, there's a war, right?
Oh, right. I
They
forgot.
have barricades or other things up to prevent people from entering. I mean, security isn't the same.
That's true. They don't have a TSI. Well, they do actually. This is TSI.
Our world is much different when it comes to that, right? So, I don't think they exactly have satellites here.
They should.
It's called the gods. JK.
Lame. Are the gods gonna
Uh,
keep my HBO reception? Like,
Yeah, totally.
nice.
So you guys are walking around the city. I mean, it takes about an hour before you find an opening. Cat.
An opening cat.
An opening cat. Oh my goodness.
An opening cat. Mostly to keep him from trying to claw my guts out. So you finally find an opening. There is a little. They're not necessarily checking papers, but there's just like one line kind of heading in where they are definitely like checking people's carts, kind of looking in their bags. Look, I'm just trying to keep him from clawing out my guts. Because he's convinced it's dinner time, though he already got fed. As you can tell, he's a starving boy. Look how skinny this boy is.
What about second breakfast? Dinner, supper.
Yeah, it's called the other cat's food.
Exactly.
Brat.
So when we get to the entry,
So they're like searching some bags, searching carts. So it's kind of like a line going out and then a line going in. No one watching. You don't see them like people aren't giving anyone papers per se, but it does seem like the guards are talking to them, asking them some questions.
I'm just gonna test a theory. Put my hands in the bag and go stolen goods. Nothing comes out, I assume.
I mean, the pouch you stole off of the giant pops up into your hands.
I'm going to put that into one of my pockets. Stolen goods in the bag again. Just.
I mean, the rest is like the money. I'm assuming you have just dumped into your general stack.
Put that into my chest. Anything else stolen?
Nothing else pops up.
Okay, we're good. We're good. All right, I'm ready to go through here in case they decide to check bags like that.
The one friend just like hide the weed, put it in my pants.
Yeah. Oh, shit, gotta hide.
How do we?
Do you spice? Shit, gotta have spice.
With all my like random gold coins and everything, I now have 2 sacks on my chest, so I might look feminine now. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there. Got some lumpy boobs.
Just threw them in there. All right.
Lumpy chest.
Some
So
BRB, my food is here.
go for it. I don't even know what the fuck's going on in this game anymore. I can't like.
Look, Reyes is a non-binary god. Let's just.
Okay.
Aren't we all? It's tough to. So you guys finally get up to the front. This guard, he has a large mustachioed. Actually, he's not large. Like he's buff but short.
Okay.
So he's like 5'3", buff, huge mustache. That like mustache and like mutton chops. That are just like purple, like bright ass purple. You see that he seems to have like antlers coming off the top of his head. And he kind of looks and goes, "Hi, what are you doing here?"
We're here to see your library.
A library now. Now, what business do you have at the library?
I will produce the note.
Takes the note. I don't know who this Parth is, but they do have the curator's name. They apparently in something important enough. All right. I need to look in your bag, so I'll make sure nothing's coming in that's not supposed to. Do you guys willingly give them your bags?
Yeah. I'll check the bag. Yeah.
Okay. So they check your bag. I mean, they open yours, and yours is empty.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing in it because it's a bag of holding. When you open it, doesn't look like anything. It's like, oh, this seems like a pretty heavy bag for nothing being in here now.
Oh, just some coins and stuff in some of the loose pockets.
I see. Okay. They kind of like pat it around, feel for anything that might feel suspicious. They check everyone else's bags for anything suspicious. But I don't think any of you actually have anything suspicious.
I've got my super sus. Holy water.
Well, he does. They do actually pull out your SpongeBob PJs.
That's
and
right.
I don't.
PJs.
This is quite funny garb.
Those are just mine. They're like home. They're for sleeping in.
They're very popular in their homeland.
It's kind of an under the sea stuff.
Very interesting. Kind of makes sense for you. All right. You head straight to the library. Don't cause any trouble now.
Okay.
All right.
Move on. Come on. Move along.
Oh,
Gotta
is
be along
there
the
a
line
place
here.
where we can sleep for the evening that you recommend?
Do I look like a goddamn tour guide? No.
No, but
I mean, you live here, so I just assumed.
Hi. I do live here. Now move along.
okay, I'm sorry. Rude.
Dick.
Uh,
I want to memorize this guy's face.
yeah. So like I said, short, like 5'3", really buff, bright purple mustache and mutton chops. I kind of go into like a short haircut. Antlers.
Okay. As we're walking in and we're just, minding our own business, and we're out of earshot, I'm gonna rob that guy later. I'm
Don't
coming back here and I'm going to rob that guy later.
don't do that. That's illegal, and they're definitely gonna arrest you.
Okay, but he's also a big dick.
There are other.
Yeah,
You don't
but,
have to
like-
rob. You could do other illegal things that could
How
like
am I
make us.
supposed to know that he doesn't live here? He's guarding here.
That's rude. Oh, he's very rude. You could do things. You could just do other stuff. That's like not gonna get you in jail, but it's like something.
Minor pranking.
Okay.
All right. I will put something
That's
that
not
smells really bad
senseless.
in a bag and then attach it to the belt.
That you
See,
could do
that's
that.
more like it.
Also, you could do stuff like
While
this.
also stealing the bag that has to replace it.
I cast thaumaturgy because one of the effects is harmless tremors on the ground, and I just make the ground shake as he takes a step to like make him stumble.
Okay. Hold on.
I would stealthily just go boop.
See a cat walk past you. I mean, he kind of like shakes a little bit, but he doesn't lose his
Aw,
footing.
Damn it.
damn.
Oh yes, that was very well done. I see how it caused him.
I was gonna make a trip. It didn't work. Well,
You tried your best.
I did.
Uh,
That matters.
so as you guys start making your way into
Down.
this new city, we'll go ahead and take a
Make
break
away.
so Sid can eat.
Okay.
Make him away.
Make it away.
Thank you. We don't have to do that.
No, we want your food to get cold.
Have your footsteps.
So we'll go ahead and take so
I
it's
guess come back
35.
50 after. 50 after?
Yes, take 50 after. So we'll be back at 50.
10 to whatever hour by you.
Yeah. Thanks for joining for this.
Thank you
Whatever
guys
the fuck
so
this
much
is.
for
Amazing.
joining the
I mean, we
game.
got here. We're here.
We got here.
We're doing
Yeah.
what?
It only took an hour.
We are
We'll be
here.
back soon.
We'll be back soon. Have a good break.
See you,
Woo.
birthday. Because we made it in the first place.
we're back.
Because Daniel's here to do it.
We are back. So our friends were just getting into the city, the capital, and where are you guys heading?
So I think first thing I'd like to do is look for. Are we staying here for several nights, or are we just here getting in and out?
We might stay at least one, depending on
Should
how
we-
long it would take us.
Should we look for the library and then look for a place near the library to rest?
I guess that would make sense.
All right. So we're gonna look for the library, and then we're gonna look for a tavern near it, or a inn, or something.
Yes.
Okay. Why don't you everyone go ahead and make a perception check for me? See if you can find your way to the library and how long it might take you to find your way to said library.
We're looking for the Library of Cathedral. 19.
19.
God, that glitch makes you look like your face is half exploded. That glitch is weird.
Good.
Fixed it.
Damn it. 19, and what is your...
I said 23.
Oh, 23. I didn't hear that. I apologize. Yeah, so you guys are... it takes you a moment, but Reyes, you kind of realize that the, like, flow around the city is pretty, like, not one way, but a lot of people head towards the center of the city, where you do find there's, like, the open air market, and a lot of the, like, actual shops are kind of in this area. Everything you walk around are mostly seems to be, like, houses or just stuff like that. So once you're in the market, you realize from there towards the north there is a large building that's surrounded by another wall. You can assume that is the actual, like, palace of the capital. And then to the to the east, you see a not as large of a building, but it is a great stone building with, like, some, like, nice, like, spirals and stuff.
Is it like European architecture? What is the architecture?
It is very much like a European architecture.
Okay.
While when you were in Nadis, it seemed a bit more like almost Russian in a sense. Like, it's made to like weather hard winters, a bit sturdier. This one's definitely a bit more European in architecture in a way.
Okay. So yeah, we'll start heading towards that building and then look around to see if there's anything in that general area.
Okay. I will say definitely a lot more stonework. Most towns you've been in have been mostly lumber or, like, clay sided places. A lot of these buildings are stone. So you start heading towards the eastern building, you said?
Yeah, whichever one looked to be a smaller building that looks similar to a library or
Yeah. So you start heading towards the eastern building. The houses seem to get a bit wealthier, like a bit nicer, bigger. You do see a bit more, like, less adventure-y shops and more a hat shop. There's like a jewelry store.
Okay.
A fine chocolate store.
So we're getting into more of the fancy area.
Yes. A lot more of the frivolous things, while in town center is a lot more like the practical vendors.
So somehow...
should we...
Go ahead. I was just making a joke.
Should we look for more cheaper areas, or do we want to also stay in this more rich location?
I am not rich, so I would prefer probably...
I mean, I can steal us whatever we need for
We shouldn't steal money from people.
Okay, but I have been doing it constantly. It's how we've been able to pay for anything.
but also just kind of on the principle of where we would be able to find these books. Do you think maybe that would be in a more high-end location?
Well, we already know where the we're right here outside.
Oh,
It's
so
just if where we're going to stay.
I guess that.
hmm.
I don't like
Like, do
stealing
we
from
want to
people.
stay in the? I mean, you're not going to. That's not your job. It's my job.
You,
That's why I'm here.
you're not here because you're a good stealer. You're here because you're smart.
You really don't think I'm not here because I'm good at it?
I mean, I think it's not the only reason you're here.
I know that you have to be all special because you're like blessed by God or something. But
No,
some
no,
of us have to
I don't want
do
that.
the dirty things.
I don't want to be blessed by any gods.
I know you don't, but
I mean, you already kind of
that's the
are.
situation we're in. So
I mean, I just meant like you're not just a thief. You're also like a cool person. But okay,
Yeah.
okay, I mean, just because I'm a thief doesn't mean I'm not cool.
that's true. That's fair.
I'm
I,
sure
Yeah,
there are
and
plenty
the
of
fact that
really
you're
cool
cool doesn't kind of
thieves.
negate the fact that you can also be an asshole at times, like playful punch.
I mean, but I love you both very much. Um,
Mm-hmm.
all right,
please don't do
so
that again.
Yeah, just
I
no more
won't. I
escort.
promise I won't.
Okay.
I got my thrill out of it.
Pinky promise.
Oh,
You can't break a pinky promise. You know that.
Fine, pinky promise.
Yeah. All right.
I am the witness to a pinky promise.
It
This
must
will
be
ring
upheld.
through the generations.
There's just magic coursing through both of our veins.
Oh, all right. That felt more awkward than it needed to be. So this
Well,
building,
imagine how
it
awkward it was
is.
last night.
I mean, that was at least amusing. This.
Oh, it's very amusing for me.
Oh, all right.
I should. It just
This
sinks into the
library.
ground.
Does it look like people are just going in and out with free access, or
Yeah. I mean, they're coming and going from the door. You don't see anyone stopping them at the door.
do we
You
see
didn't know. Oh, I think you froze.
the sign that says like the library of what was it, Luke? Like
Cathedral.
Cathedral, Library of Cathedral.
I mean, as you get up to the building, there's no like marker saying like the Library of Cathedral, but you do see people coming and going with books in their hands.
All right, that's a good enough hint for me. Okay, so I'll head inside then. I am assuming the rest of you are also coming.
Yep.
While you're
Okay.
devouring what looks to be amazing food.
So stepping into the building, the first thing you're hit with is just like the smell of old paper. Like old paper and leather. It is rather bustling. So straight ahead of you, there is a like big desk, where you do see a camera. Calm down. Where you do see a tabaxi person, sitting there. They are kind of like a calico tabaxi. They are wearing very like a muted blue robe,
Okay.
with like some vestments on it, like in a like a silvery vestment that kind of goes around their neck.
Just
They are
I'm just picturing every single tabaxi from now on as just Anka, so we're good.
perfect. So people are kind of like stopping there. They're talking to them, asking questions. Around like behind them, there is a door, which is open. People are kind of coming and going. Inside, you see there's just like rows of tables. Very, very much picture like the New York Public Library.
Okay.
Like a lot of tables, or some people sitting at tables, and then you just see like shelves of books. I mean, you don't have like a super close look, so you bunch table, but I mean, very large building. You don't see any stairs out here in this kind of like open area. That there's like a hallways that go both ways. The doors that's right behind kind of like the main desk, and then like people kind of coming and going.
I will head towards them. The person behind the counter. If we have special privileges to go to somewhere. Who do we speak to about those?
Wow, we have to talk. Sorry, Max is crying right now, and that's the kind of sound he's making. We have to call the head librarian.
Well, I have this notice here.
Do you hand them your notice?
Yeah.
Wow. Hold on one moment. So they kind of get up and gracefully go to the left. And they're gone for a few minutes. And when they come back, they're with it.
Like the music video? No.
Filthy.
I don't know what that means. They come back. It is a humanoid barn owl. So it's a human. I mean, they have arms and legs. They do see their arms kind of do seem to form almost into wings.
Mhm.
They are also in this muted blue robes with a gold vestment kind of around their neck. But their head is pretty much a white barn owl, like a white snowy owl, not actually barn owl. It's different. A snowy owl. And they kind of look towards you and goes, "Hello, who are you?"
I am Reyes. This is Luke and Harmonia. We're here on an assignment by Puff.
Ah, yes. Follow me, please.
Wow, this truth thing is working really well.
Sometimes people just listen when you tell them the truth. It's usually only like evil people that don't want to do that.
They suddenly turn
Don't
on
want to
you,
listen.
stab you.
Oh, I trusted
Surprised
you.
by an owl.
No, I trusted you.
How many licks does it take to get to center of this 50-year-old pop?
One
my
stab.
God.
One stab. I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said, Izzy. I was talking over
Why
you.
didn't my dagger of warning alert me?
They're magical. No one expects the Owl Inquisition.
God damn it.
So the tabaxi sits back down at their table. You follow this owl down to the right, and you pass by a couple other doors until finally the third or fourth door down on the left-hand side they open, which leads to stairs. And as they head down the stairs, there is it looks like a dwarf. They have a long braided blonde beard and kind of like shaggy blonde hair. They have the muted blue robes with a white vestment kind of around their neck. And they are standing at another door that looks like it is chained. They show them the note. It is unlocked, and then you step into. It is very much like there's no windows here. I mean, you went down a fair amount of stairs to get down to it. And there are just shelves of scrolls. There's some covered in cobwebs. It smells kind of dank in here. Little musty basement. What did you say?
I said, are there memes? I'm sorry.
There are memes.
That's
They're
also what
dank
I said. Dank
They're
memes.
They're the good kush.
How good can it be? It's the dollar store.
Oh.
I hate all of you so much sometimes. And the owl looks towards you and goes, "I am a name which I already picked out.
Very long
I am
name.
the head librarian, Tiaz Bronzikith."
Nice. As I introduced, Reyes, Luke, Harmonia.
Path has been. What is fuck is my camera?
Hey,
Path has
your
been.
camera. It picks one of us and screws with us through the entire stream. Ignore it.
Yeah.
Path has been a dear friend to the library for many, many, many years before my time as the head librarian. So a notice from him must mean something quite important.
Yes. I don't know if the letter detailed what we're searching for.
It does not.
And I look. Is the other person still with us, or is it only them?
You're still kind of standing in the doorway, so they're still right there. You have not fully walked into the room.
Would it be possible if we could speak to you more privately inside, perhaps?
Of course. They look towards the door person, who nods, and as you all step in, they close the door, and you hear the door locking again.
So we need some information on particular things. Luke, what was it that you were looking for exactly? It was something on.
The Book of the Dead Beast, stories of the betrayer, and
Yes, I was looking for the
information.
betrayer. Harmonia was seeking,
The Book of the Dead
Look at the
Beast.
dead beast.
and you was.
Information about the hells, gateways, anything about them, really.
You all look for some very heavy topics.
Yes.
We have a very heavy assignment. Saving the
Indeed.
world and all that.
I can help you find some, though some will be hard to find. Many documents about the betrayer were lost or destroyed when events happened.
As long as
As
we have something to start with, that could be helpful.
I will try. As for the Hellgate, I've figured it's not a topic that many like to or want to write about. And many of the Eternals do not wish for it to be known. So we can certainly try. The book is easy to find. I'm at this point. I'm going to have all of you go ahead and roll an investigation check for me.
What?
This will investigation.
Oh boy.
This will influence on whether or not
Oh, look at that.
Damn. Nice.
I don't have that open.
So 27.
Nat 20. Okay.
I got 10 less than that. I have a 17.
17. Okay.
D&D Beyond, you've, what do you call it? App, you have helped me for the first time.
Okay. Also, I also got a nat 20 for a
Perfect.
23. I rolled my dice. It bounced, it hit the wall of my dice box, went into the air, and I was like, oh, it's gonna fall out, and then it fell back in again at a 20.
These two.
And I was
swear,
like, oh.
Damn.
These two. I swear.
I don't. So I was like, I
Damn.
don't know if you saw my face of me going, oh, just in the corner. This is 23, but ooh, nat 20.
Spicy.
Take that, whatever you planned on not sharing it with us.
Well, fuck me. Fuck doodle do. Okay, so it takes a few moments. They Tiaz goes through
Is there anyone you want to start with? Will that make it easier?
I mean, it's called kind of stuff. Who wants to go first?
Let's do Harmonia.
Okay.
I'll
So
pick
Harmonia,
on the
you
not
were
nat 20.
you were looking for Hell's Anus, yes?
The Book of the Dead Beast.
Book of the Dead Beast. Okay. I said that was the easy one to find anyways. So they for that one they don't go very far into these scrolls. But they do stop at this book. I mean, it is a pitch black book. It looks to be made of leather, but when you touch it, it doesn't really feel like leather. You're not quite sure what material this book was made of. There is kind of like a locking mechanism of sorts, but there's no like key that you see. It's just like you have to like spin some stuff and align it properly.
Mm-hmm.
And the librarian does show you how to open the book.
Okay.
Do you want to read it now, or are you just taking it?
I'm just taking it for now.
Okay. Moving into the next one, so we'll go ahead and do stuff on Hell's Anus. So they lead you to the back and then actually down another short set of stairs. And it is starting to get a little chilly as you get deeper into this like kind of catacomb-esque restricted part of the library. I mean, you pass by, there are books with heavy chains around them. There are scrolls that look as if they have been burnt quite a bit. I mean, the stuff going through here, part of you is like, why is this restricted? And then other parts you look at and you just get like a bad vibe. It is bad vibes.
Every time I look at a book, I'm just assuming if I open it, it takes my soul out of my body.
There's probably someone that could do that. So finally you get down and they pull out a scroll. And it's actually a pretty hefty scroll. They move to like kind of each level there seems to be like some breaks between the bookshelves where there are like little tables there with lit candles. Though the flames of the candles are like they look sort of normal, but at the same time they have kind of like an odd iridescent feel to them. So they set down the scroll and start to undo it. What languages do y'all read?
Well, it's only Squid there, right? So, well, Luke.
Well, I mean, you all are kind of with them.
Oh, I thought we were all doing our separate. Okay.
If you want to be all separate, you can. I mean, you only have the one librarian who's kind of pulling stuff out for you.
Mm.
I speak
I thought we were all separate, so I thought.
Sure, you can be separate. What languages do you speak then, Sid?
Common, Draconic, Elvish, and Primordial.
Okay. This you're looking at. You do not understand what language it is written in.
I figured as much.
This is written. It's said to be an account. Found their way to hell and back again. But it is written in Abyssal.
I don't speak that. Is there a way to learn or?
There's possibly another librarian I partner up with you to read it.
If you could. I don't know if any of my friends can speak that.
Right. Well, we can go find them if you wish and see if any of them read it.
Yes. Clerics don't know comprehend languages.
So they will grab the scroll and start heading down. Or do you want to follow along, or are you just gonna keep?
Is that the only scroll, or were there any others?
It's the only scroll that they pulled out.
Okay. Are there others? Is this a good starting point, or should I need more?
This is the clearest account of the mortal side of the gate. There are some texts in here that are just about the hells themselves. Very few are written about the Eternal that rules over the underworld, but there's some information about them. If you wish, I can point these out to you.
Yeah, can I also grab those? I'll bring them up with us.
Yeah, so you grab those. When you open up, so it's just like two smaller ones. One is written in Common. One is written in another language. You say you spoke Elvish?
Yes.
One is written in Elvish. Which you kind of look at it for a moment, and you're like, "What the fuck?" And then you're like, "Wait a moment, I think I understand what this fucking says." So if you want to, do you want me are you going to take time to start reading them?
Not right now. I will I'll read it after we do the.
Okay.
We're all together.
So they go to find you, Race, to help you find some scrolls for you. But while you're looking around, since you also got nat 20, you're on like the same bottom level. And you kind of like came down together, and they just pointed you kind of towards the way and be like, "I'll be with you in just a moment." You do find there is a few scrolls. Most scrolls you have found that are kind of in the section. You find a chunk about like the deeds of the champions. The first champions being called, the lore, but there seems to be as if names and descriptions have been like crossed out. Some have obviously been burnt out, where like the descriptor, the champions from Iztov have been burnt away.
Do I see anything on the betrayer? Anything specifically? Like, do I see like a group of scrolls or a scroll that is just information on?
Yeah. So as you read through, as you read through, you do, like I said, you read some that are just skimming them really quickly that are just about some. You do find one that is a supposed like recount of what happened the final day when the betrayer actually betrayed them. It is told from it's kind of written like the Bible. Like it's written as if the person was there, but is also like, oh, this is a story from blah blah blah, from blah blah blah, from blah blah blah.
Yeah.
like a story of a story of a story of a story that someone finally wrote down. And the gist of it is that they were called to the north, the kind of the mystery lands of the north, with claims of a lich that was plaguing a town and like essentially stealing the souls of a townspeople.
Okay.
When the champions arrived in the town.
I'm just looking specifically for like descriptions on the betrayer.
There's not, I mean, the biggest descriptors that you can find, they were human. They were said to be very, very beautiful. They were a master marksman. There's not like a flat out description of them, but there's not a lot of descriptions of any of the heroes other than mostly like their race and what they were good at. So it was a human male.
Am I seeing this as being the most information? Like this one scroll that I'm looking at now, is this like the largest amount of detail that I can find?
The most amount of detail I can find, that is what they look like.
Okay.
Like I said,
that one I'm sleight of handing into my shirt.
Okay, go ahead and roll a sleight of hand for me.
You could just check them out.
That's 28.
Okay. You successfully put it into your bag of holding. Where you can, I mean, just glancing, you didn't see, but reading further, you might be able to pick up more information that I can send you.
Cool.
I can tell you off stream, or I can tell you on stream with no one else listening, whichever you prefer.
Cool.
But thank you. Good night.
Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for watching.
But there seems to be a lot. There's the one scroll that is about like the final day when the betrayal actually happened. It's hard to find their name. Their name has mostly been wiped out of existence.
Okay.
And just kind of marked over with the betrayer.
All right. Cool. But anything with their description, I want a sleight of hand.
Okay. Since they're not, I know you rolled a nat 20. I'm trying to think of any other, like, just my brain going through any other place where there might be a description. After you pocket that and you kind of have are you taking the scroll of the actual day of the betrayal?
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
Okay. You are kind of like still perusing the shelves and you see a lineage, like a book. And when you pull it out, it seems as if like a lineage. And as you're going through, because I mean, as much as people kind of try and cross out, like they actually like burn it out, you can still see parts of names, and you realize that one of the names is like part of the surname that was crossed out of the betrayer.
So you can see the name?
You can see the name. Like, this is the full proper name, since you rolled a natural 20.
I'd like to rip that page out.
Yeah, make a stealth check for me, because ripping pages out of books is a little loud. You're muted, Sid.
Finally, it's not working for me. That was a 16 out of all of them.
I was just whispering, what are you doing?
Sid, can you roll a perception check for me real quick?
Yeah.
Is there passive perception?
Oh, what is your passive?
No.
I forget passive perception exists.
No, I want to roll it. My passive
No, it
14.
should be there. Passive. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, my guy did not. Yeah, you kind of like, you hear them coming, like them kind of heading towards you, and so you quickly rip out the pages. So it's like 5 pages in total. That you saw the names written.
With the name. Oh,
it's 5 pages, like the names.
Okay,
it's like
5 pages. All right.
It is like the lineage of the family, which that many pages and actually run down. You get the sense that this family might have been a noble family in this area, or in the area it was from, which probably might provide you an easier way to find what they looked like.
Yep. Cool. Got it.
Shouldn't have let you check this out.
And you
That's what I was trying to say.
Into your bag.
They're gone. Yep. Cool.
You're a fuck.
But you do have this scroll written in common that is about the actual betrayal, as like told by a friend, as told by a friend, as told by a friend.
Perfect. Good to know.
Okay. The librarian. Were you able to find what you're looking for?
Yes, actually. I'm going to produce one of the scrolls. This should be everything that we need.
Fantastic.
This is going to be the least damning of scrolls, and I'm going to hand it directly to Luke.
Inside check. I don't trust you anymore. In my heart of hearts, I fucking don't trust
You don't trust me. You should trust me.
No, I trusted you. You're filth. How could you do this to me?
They have given you nothing to. I'm
I
gonna
know. I'm not gonna actually
I'm gonna
roll
say
it.
no because there's no reason for you
I'm gonna
other than
take
pranking
this,
you.
and then I'm just gonna feel
Yeah,
a
so
bad
they hand
pang
you a
in my heart.
scroll. Looking in it real quick, it looks like it was written common.
I'm gonna feel heartbreak as I read it.
A mouse and cat runs by.
I help the mouse get away from the cat.
Sir,
that's
can you
so
just like...
Thank you, sir.
I'm trying to get you up there because you're standing on all of my stuff.
I look at, there's just tears down my eyes. I'm like, why am I sad? I don't know why.
Is there anything else I can help you in here? I can take you to a private room and possibly find someone to help read your book.
I think we should be good with private room.
Can I? Yeah, I gotta read the thing.
I'll find the librarian who'd be able to who'd translate that for you.
I'll read that, and you guys can do the I don't know, the spooky book.
Do you have a bathroom?
Yes, we can show you that on the way to the room.
Perfect.
You handed off your one scroll to Luke, correct?
Yep, I handed the least damning scroll to Luke.
They will hold out.
Piece of shit. You're a fucker.
Which did you want a scroll just about kind of like the exploits of the champions or like the actual
Yeah,
betrayal?
the exploits of the champions. That one's
Okay.
That one's perfect.
So they hold out their hand for your scrolls, and they take the one that you were handed, Luke. And they start out of the room. They collect Harmonia and take the book from you, Harmonia.
We trusted you. You're the real betrayer. You are now. I trusted you to not be, and you're a fuck.
I mean,
And they lead you out of the restricted section. They do like a knock on the door that is kind of like in a pattern.
Yep.
And they take you out, back up to the main part of the library. They stop at one of the many doors that you passed by and open it.
Mhm.
And it's like a kind of like a private study. It's not like furnished that well. There's like a table, some chairs. Not really much else. There's a nice window though. So they please, I'll have you step in here. If you come with me, I can show you a restroom of some sort. And I will find someone, and they still have the scrolls. They're not leaving them with you.
Mhm.
I will find a librarian that'd be able to translate this for you. Just please hold on one moment. So Reyes, they lead you out. Kind of like the first door you had passed. They point. This is a water closet of sorts.
Perfect.
When you're done, please go and join your friends at the table.
Once I'm inside, is there any kind of like container in here other than the toilet?
There's pretty much just the toilet.
Sink?
It's like a water basin of sorts. There's not like running.
Is there water in it?
Yes, there's water in it, and there's like a lye soap.
All right. I will just grab one of my containers, shove all the papers in there, and set them on fire.
Okay. I'm assuming you're using your tinderbox.
Yes, I am.
Okay, you strike them up and you light these pages on fire. And they burn. They do make a little smoke since. Are you doing anything to try and stop the smoke in this enclosed room?
I am going to have the bag of holding positioned to overtop it to make all the smoke waft into the bag of holding.
That's really fucking smart. Yeah, no, it works. You burn them down. It takes a couple of moments.
Are you holding your bag of holding upside down so everything
It's
falls out
only
of it?
if you pull it inside out.
Yeah, it's if you pull it inside out.
Those things just fall out of the bag?
Nope, it's if you pull it inside out. So that's why, because if you take a bag and go like that, it doesn't. But you literally have to flip a bag of holding inside out to dump everything out.
Yep.
Bag of holdings are nifty like that.
Also, you're
Once all the
muted.
pages are burned,
I've just.
Uh,
Oh no, it's fine. I've been whispering
I'm
this whole
gonna-
time. I'll kill you.
I'm gonna go to the washroom and wash my hands, and then return to the table.
You do so. All right. I was expecting you to read some shit, not burn it, but it's all burned.
You didn't even learn the information. You fuck.
Do you also put the ash into the bag of holding?
Everything into the bag of holding.
Okay. You head out just about the time that the head librarian is walking out with a hobgoblin. So they are kind of like a very lanky humanoid creature with kind of like teeth here. And like furry, wearing a muted robe with a bronze robe, like accoutrement around it. Perfect timing. So they lead you back to the room with your friends, and you all head inside, and they go,
We're not friends.
Friendship ended with
This is-
Reyes.
This is Librarian Thalrig. They do speak Abyssal. They will be able to help you translate the scroll. When you are done, they will collect the scrolls. The book you'd mentioned needing it. Take somewhere.
Well, one of them, the Book of the Dead Beast, we were going to take it. Could we take?
We do need to bring back to Roosevelt.
At the Temple of Koya
Yeah, he had asked us to
in
get that.
Farnfoss.
We asked for information, and for it, we need this book.
Would we be able to take the other books if we needed them, or do they have to stay here?
These scrolls must stay here.
What about
Section are not often supposed to leave.
Yeah, ours are okay. What about the other ones? And I hold up the champion scroll. Can we take these?
I will consult with the other librarians, see if we can allow that scroll to leave. We don't often leave the accounts of the champions since they have been missing for so long.
It seems really
But
important to your
since
people's history.
It's very important for what they meant to the founding of our worlds. But that is something I can discuss with the other librarians. But I'm sorry, the one that you found, I cannot let leave. That information would be quite dangerous.
That feels evil. Okay.
I will leave you to read.
Okay.
So you're left with Thalrig.
I take out a knife and I just shank Reyes.
I just have the great axe just ready.
All right, PvP. Here we go.
Death.
So are you going to start reading?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at this and
How much time are you wanting to? Yes, it is written in Abyssal. How much time are you guys wanting to take on reading these scrolls and whatnot?
Can I turn to the hobgoblin? Can we, if we don't finish this today, can we come back tomorrow and keep reading these?
Of course, that is totally fine.
Okay. I don't know how long it's gonna take. You're adorable. I don't know how long it's gonna take us, and I don't want to keep you here all like night and day.
That is, these are the duties I was now assigned. So if it takes a long time, that is totally okay. Honestly, I was categorizing tree species, so this is probably a bit more interesting. I don't often get to read books from the restricted section.
Yeah, I don't know what this says, so I can't.
I can definitely
Yeah,
help
I can't
you
quite read that.
translate that.
What language is it in?
Abyssal.
It is an Abyssal.
I'm peeking over, like looking at it.
Do you speak Abyssal?
Yeah, I was just wanting to make sure that I can read it.
Yeah, you can definitely read it.
Cool.
Of course you would, you backstabber.
You
betrayer.
So they start reading.
And I brought you Murder.
Murder.
Judas.
How long are you guys going to spend reading this stuff?
I wouldn't spend too terribly long. I just kind of want to gloss over
I would spend a couple of hours. At least I would stay for a
I say
couple.
it's like mid morning ish.
Okay, good. Because I didn't want to stay. Since we didn't book a room, I didn't want to stay past like midnight.
Yeah, because it took you guys about 2 hours to get out of the Rat Kingdom, and then like an hour and a half to like another 2 hours to like get out of the sewers, get around, wait in the line, get in it. So I mean, really, if it's like noon, so you have a good number of hours before nightfall.
I'd be willing to stay till like. Do we want to split up? I could stay longer if you want to read
Uh,
these.
I only had this one scroll here.
Was there
About
anything else? About
no, it seems like most of the information I found was pretty scarce.
yeah, they said it was like wiped out of history. Is there
Yeah,
anything
there's
about like
literally a lot.
do they, do they have stuff about like other water genasi people who came here, or like stuff that the
Oh,
originals said when they got here? Maybe for from
What?
our world, but you know, you know.
No, well, I mean, they pull out the scroll about the champions. That's just like the basic telling of the sort of deeds that they have done. But I mean, I can read it out to you if you'd like. It is written in common. So, do you guys want me to tell you what these say, or not say, but like a general gist of what's
Yeah.
going
Yeah,
on?
sure.
Can I?
Which
Yeah.
scroll? Yeah. What would you like to hear first?
Is there anything about? I'm just gonna take out the pendant that like it's been passed down in my family for generations. It looks like a cool little water drop with water inside of it. Is there anything about this?
Oh,
I just it was like a thing we had where they said if you need help, you can always call on like this ancient healer person. And I figured now that I know it's not like a stupid story that my mom was telling me to feel better. That
of
and then also
course,
after
I
that,
can look into
hell.
that. Hell do you too? No, I'm joking. Um. Uh. Yeah. So reading through. Um.
I wrote up the thing. I was like, I don't know if we're supposed to have stuff about our connection to our ancestor, so I
Yes,
gave myself an
actually,
item.
that would. No, that's totally fine. I knew you did that, so that's totally cool. Sorry, I'm making note that I named these random fucking people. Uh. Sorry, I'm not good at the whole doing two things at once thing. So the first document, it doesn't have really too much about the origins or anything of the champions. It's just kind of like a human, a water genasi, a Goliath, a Furbog, a Dragonborn. We're all called from two from each, pretty much two from each nation. We're called upon by the Eternals.
Oh, so this information actually has two from each.
Two from each. This one says two from each.
Okay.
Has not been edited down, though. There, as you read through it, there are a lot of names that have been burnt out. You're not quite sure if it's the same name over and over again, if it's different names. There are some names in it, but there's been a lot that seems to have been scratched out, burnt out, ripped out, cut out, kind of thing. It's just a general description of, oh, on this event, a dragon had been moving between world, causing havoc on both the non-magical and magical side. So the champions were sent out, like protect the gate as the dragon tried to cross over again, and kind of like briefly depicting the battle. Another one of the instances is a skirmish that had broken through a gate between the two worlds that the champions were called to settle and pretty much break up From the general gist, you get that they were called and sent to do all sorts of different stuff, from peacekeeping to defending to like stealing stuff back that were taken from the magical world into the non-magical and vice versa. They were called upon to do a lot of different things. And then it just kind of like stops. The last story is that they were called to the north, and that's more as much of a description as you are given. I mean, I can type up and give you a more like descriptive thing if you'd like and send it to you. Is there anything else you kind of want to know from the champion scroll? Okay.
That's all I've got.
No, they're both sad because they feel betrayed.
Oh no,
Yes.
I'm just no thoughts head empty right now. I don't know
No
what
thoughts
to
head
ask.
empty.
That's why they feel that way, is because they feel betrayed.
I've been betrayed.
If you
Also,
think of
what a
something later,
waste!
let me know.
Lukey boy.
What a waste
Uh,
of history! You know I hate that.
Oh.
So the abysmal takes a little longer for him for the hobgoblin them to kind of get through, and they start explaining that I've decided that everyone here is just going to be non-B. I said non-B.
Everyone's zombie.
Non-B librarians.
Real.
Sorry, but
They
if you're
start
a
explaining
librarian, you're not B.
exactly. It is kind of like
Male, female
a
librarian.
first-hand account of someone who the name they give is just Bliss. Finding their way to the mortal gate of the underworld. And it says that they had a key that seemed to be forged by the actual Eternal of Death, and hidden among the living. That they have found this key, went through it. The best description of what they kind of faced once they were in there is the nightmares that shook the bones themselves, kind of protected the gate. And then it's just really a description of just devils and hellish fiends and just like the dead roaming. One section talks about there seems to be a place as if death itself is afraid to go to, where the worst of the worst are sent, and there is no light that enters it. Another one talks a bit more like the dead that walk there seem to not be troubled by their living past, that they seem at peace. Finally, you get kind of a description of the Eternal of the Underworld. And this is all definitely written as if like they are sneaking around the underworld because they know they're not supposed to be there. So there's not a lot of hardcore descriptions of like the specific places, but like, oh, like this path seemed almost as if the light was afraid to enter it. The description of the Eternal is sorry, I just lost my place halfway through. Is that the shadows cling to the form of this Eternal that seems to be ever shifting from beast to man to animal to beast to man to animal. But they weren't afraid of it when they saw it. It talked to the dead very gently and very kindly, or talked to them very sternly and with malice, and would send them different directions. And then the account that probably means the most to you is that they were discovered by a devil, and as they were running, they broke the key.
Does it say
They
how
broke the. It does not give a specific number of pieces.
But how many people were there?
It was just the one person. This one Bliss is how they're described. That it broke the key, and they seem to be sent off into the land of the living. Enough pieces that it would take a while to gather them all again. So you
Okay.
got pieces, just not a specific amount of pieces.
So we're now looking into some kind of Inuyasha returning all the jewels back to one thing.
All the jewels and fuck, that is Inuyasha. I forgot they had the spirit jewel.
Yep, sounds like it.
So we're there. We know what we're doing now. We know
We
what
just
we're
need
doing.
to figure out how many we're looking for.
For a
Well,
betrayal amount of pieces. It doesn't. It doesn't say. How
You
many.
said you read Abysmal, correct?
yeah,
Yes.
I read Abyssal.
Can you make a
Pepto Abysmal.
you read
Abysmal.
Pepto Abysmal? I hate you so much. Can you make an investigation check for me?
Sure. While everyone else is upset at my possible betrayal.
Actually, no, not
I'm just
Oh my
vibing.
god.
Possible.
No, before you say, I changed my mind. I just
Okay.
want you to do a general intelligence check.
Okay, can I keep my 15 from that at least?
Yes, you can.
Only intelligence, it's a 16. Investigation, it was a 22.
Okay. Fantastic. So as you're looking, and he's kind of talking about the pieces, not giving a specific number, you see that the ink on the page where it kind of starts talking about the key being broken, the ink looks different. Almost as if it was like written over something, or it has like a weird shimmer around over it.
Out of curiosity, this symbol right here. It appears to be written over. Do you notice that?
Does he notice that? Do they notice that? They kind of look at it for a moment and they tilt it a bit more towards the afternoon light. It's okay, Strom. We still love you. You just missed escorts. They look and goes,
Yeah, nothing else happened.
Nothing
Betrayal.
else has
Happened.
Yes, actually, it does seem as if something is here.
I thought you were doing a cuter voice for them. Where's that cute voice gone?
Oh, right. Sorry, wrong character.
They were betrayed.
Yes. It does actually see like something. I forgot I was a hobgoblin, not the owl. Something is quite different here, though I can't really tell what it is. Hold on. So they kind of like bring it over to the sunlight, and they have our time. And they bring it over to kind of one of the like candles, and as they hold it over, you see that the heat seems to almost it's kind of like invisible ink change the wording on it.
Ooh.
Goes, I'm afraid I have to go to have the librarian. Since it seems as if something was written over it. And they start to roll up the scroll. Are you any of you doing anything to stop them?
Wait.
What does it say? We still need to know what it says.
I really should report this to the head librarian.
Can you tell us and then report it? Because we need to know what it says.
Can you make a persuasion check?
Please,
Can I attempt to assist by saying something?
Sure. What are you gonna say?
If we were sent here for information by a Roosevelt, this is pressing information that could
And Birth.
save many people.
Art.
And Parth.
And Parth.
Yeah. I'll take advantage with that roll.
I'm begging you, dice, please don't fail me like this. Oh, thank God. That advantage was necessary. I rolled a 3 on one of them. Persuasion?
Yes.
It's the highest I can get is a 20.
Okay.
Well, 20. Second highest.
They kind of look at you and look towards the door and then look at all of you again. Well, as long as you don't say anything that I did not report this right away, it says here that there are 5 pieces that were broken.
That's good to know. Go ahead and report it. It should be fine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So they roll up the scroll and immediately like head out and close the door behind them.
5 pieces. We've
So
already
it
found
seems like
2.
based on these scrolls, we haven't found out any much about your betrayer.
Yeah, we did. It's you fucker.
Well, I mean, I guess they said that a lot of the information about it was lost to time, burned, destroyed.
You can't always look into all these prophecies. It's so silly.
I mean, prophecies aren't really accurate. More on the like, there'll be a flood later. Also, they always have to look into it in case anyone else comes through.
Also,
Somebody
just
else might be a problem.
considering on the fact that we are here and that was prophecy.
That is true. They did say someone was gonna.
It's kind of accurate. You have me there.
I mean, I don't think prophecies are accurate, but if someone says there might be a flood later, again, we should make sure the
Yeah.
water levels are fine.
I think
And even if it
prophecies-
says that someone is a betrayer, that doesn't mean they're going to betray you.
I mean, except for when they like burn books and then you can't trust them because they're hiding information from you or whatever.
that's-
Or maybe it's because people will jump to conclusions.
No
and-
one thought
thing.
you were the betrayer genuinely, but you fuck now I do because you're an ass.
But here's the thing when it comes to
I mean,
prophecies.
I
I
kinda
kind
think
of
that-
see it like, weather reports. Like, this is what
Also-
it looks like is going to happen.
Also,
Things can change.
there is a stranger in this world who's kind of been not helping us the whole time. That dragon dude who is Elvis kind of just left us to go do whatever he
what do you
wanted.
mean by that? I don't know what you mean.
That might be the betrayer.
He
It
stayed
was-
behind.
I
Might be.
doubt it. They didn't really
They seem
seem
super nice. I'm just worried a serial killer might pop through, and then we're like,
Yeah.
was there like somebody else who also had your magic powers, and like, now we gotta deal with the second one.
It's
It is-
weird, but
possible. But perhaps we'll find information at another library or another place.
I mean, it's kind of a central library.
Also, this might sound a bit weird, but just from an analytical standpoint, history being written by the winners is a thing.
Exactly.
And I
We don't
really
even know if the winner just had some grudge against the betrayer or
Yeah,
whatever.
well, that's why, because they said there were two
Yeah,
from a
like-
nation, and the betrayer went to that forest. You can't get. We don't. I guess we just don't know. Like they might. We just gotta find out more information.
Yeah, we'd have to.
Exactly. So
I
we have
wish
this
there was
information
something.
here.
Hopefully, we
I
can
guess we
find
can
more.
try. I'm gonna.
Also, I just want to find more out about this, and I hold up my pendant. Apparently, this wasn't a lie that my mom told me as a child. I thought that was a lie.
So you're from here?
No, I don't know. My mom just said like if we ever
Your
needed
actual
help.
true form. Are you not a New Yorker? You're just a
No, I mean,
underwater-
to my knowledge, I'm in New York. Well, I'm not from New York. I'm from Washington. But
whatever.
I
We were
my
so
mom's
close, and then you went all the way to New York.
my mom said that if we ever needed help, there was like this water spirit that could heal you and help people. And I thought that was just like a sentimental thing, but apparently that's like a real thing because I'm water now. I can heal people.
So you were given a symbol of yourself.
I may
A symbol of your lineage.
I
Are
don't
you
know.
The
your own god?
originals?
Ew. Wait, actually no, not ew. Yay.
It'd be like
I don't know.
like an heirloom or something.
Yeah, it was like a weird family heirloom
That
that
Rachel.
I thought it was like a, you know when your parents tell you things that are definitely lies, but it makes you feel good as a kid? Like
Yeah.
Santa's real.
Listen, that's shat.
Santa is real, just for anyone out there.
Santa's real in this world.
Sure. I was definitely the kid who learned first. Santa's not, but I can't tell
I'm
them
talking
that.
about in the magic world.
It's not
Oh.
real.
My God.
Listen, it's a perk of being Jewish. You just find out right away. You're like, I can't ruin this for other people, so I gotta pretend.
Santa's not real.
He's real in this magic world. There's some guy named Nick who can use magic to teleport across the planet. Your favorite guy. Interdimensional travelers.
Anyways.
What are you guys doing?
I've been betrayed. I don't know how to feel anymore.
What are you hooligans doing?
Okay, we found 2 of the pieces. There are 3 more than that we.
Well, that's good. That means we're almost there. One of them's with Parth. One of them's with us.
Is it still in there? Are we? Okay, so we have He has one. You have one. There are 3 more. Apparently, somebody's looking for him still. Because there was that shadow thing.
There's one person per. How many people came from all the cities? Was it 6?
6.
2 people from each country.
2 each. 6 in
So
total.
6?
There's 8 because there's 4 countries.
8 in total.
Oh, then it has nothing to do with that. All right.
One of them
I
did
was going to
bad.
note that it was 6. It was 5 plus 1 who betrayed, but
No.
Yeah.
Also, if there are 5 of them and we have 2, there's where are the other 3? We found one in each nation. There might be a. We might have to go to the other countries and find one.
They might.
well, I suppose the first thing we should do is try to get this book back to your person.
Oh, don't do that.
No, I'm trying not to. Give them back to the person that asked for them.
Also,
Um,
the book, the Evil's House scroll said that the person in the underworld was a shadowy figure who swapped from beast to man to animal, and in that when we were fighting with the lesbians, there was a shadowy figure that kind of looked like an animal for a bit, and I just
Yeah.
want to throw that out there because that's
Yeah.
awful.
so that means there's one of them.
So,
Well, perhaps the other keys are already being gathered, which is not good if that's the case.
yeah, because someone tried to steal ours. So,
And then someone tried to steal the next we were at. So either we're just one step ahead of them at each turn, or we're leading them to the keys.
both are bad options. I hate both options.
I think it's more likely that they're following us.
I would believe that.
Probably.
Because I have a feeling that instinctually we're going to be brought towards each one.
Do you think all of the rest of the champions are hanging out in hell? It seems like there are parts of it that are chill.
I mean, there might be like a good spot.
Well, they said there's a part where you're like not burdened by your earthly memories. They might just be all hanging out there.
But like, is that like a whole good thing, or is it like you lose the good memories too?
I guess, yeah, you would lose both.
Well, I suppose at this point all we can do is wait for our hobgoblin friend to come back and then get that book. Realistically, if worst comes to worst, should we just over the head and take the book and leave?
No.
I think if push comes to shove, we could probably trust you to sneak it away.
Okay, so when I want to steal gold from people, it's
I-
bad. When I'm stealing something we need for someone else, it's fine.
I would like to point out, I also think both of those things are bad.
Okay, but you're the goody-goody, so...
We could just ask and be like, can we take this? And if they say
And
no,
so far, it seems like they're saying no.
well, we're not gonna take the Hell Scrolls.
We have to take the scroll about, the book about, the
The
dead
dead
things.
They didn't say no. Did they say no to that? I thought they were fine with us
They
taking
said
that.
that was okay.
Yeah, so
Oh.
it's like
Well, oh, then I don't even have to knock anyone out. We're fine.
yeah, so I was like,
We're good.
I thought they said we could take that. We just couldn't take stuff
Oh,
from
then
the
we're good.
restricted
We're good.
section.
I don't need to knock anyone out. We're fine.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Doing anything else.
Perfect.
Okay,
I sure can't just knock one person out.
you don't have to always commit
I'll
crimes.
knock you out in a minute here if you keep talking about knocking people out.
I'm sorry, but be gay, do crimes. I'm just saying.
Fair enough.
The crime could be tax evasion and not, assault.
Okay, Al Capone.
Fair. Fair. You're right. You're right.
Also, if you're gonna punch people, don't punch librarians. They're so nice. Punch like a rich guy.
You're right. They are really nice.
Oh, also, speaking of be gay do crimes, I found a new one today.
Oh my.
Please.
Be trans, throw hands.
Oh my god.
I like that one. That's nice.
That one's good.
It's a good one.
But yeah. I suppose then I don't need to knock anyone out. I can just relax and wait for you to finish with your book.
Okay.
I'm just waiting on us being able to check the book out and go.
Yep. We just need to check it out and then we can leave.
Okay, so you wait a couple more minutes, and we actually kind of have to wait there for a little while before Tiaz comes back.
I
The
take
owl.
out little copper pieces and start teaching Luke how to play table hockey.
Awesome.
Nice. I'll be right back.
Okay. Tiaz comes back, the head librarian owl. Is like, thank you for finding that kind of hidden part of it. I'm afraid you definitely cannot leave with that one. That one has to stay here for more study, because obviously there were parts that we missed. Well, not we specifically. That's a rather old scroll.
Yeah.
But is there anything else I can help you with? Are you ready to leave?
I think we've got everything we need. We just need to take out that book there, the one on the dead.
So they hold out their hand for the book and be like, may
Sure.
I? So they take it, they open the front cover, and they do kind of like a complicated set of hand motions. And you see like kind of this glowing blue sigil of like an open book with a kind of like a scale above it glow, and then it is gone again.
So is this book going to return itself in like 2 weeks?
Something like that.
Okay.
It's mostly warding it from anything that might harm it. Also, if it is possibly being destroyed or harmed in any way, it is kind of set to teleport back to here.
Oh, good. So we'll just light a fire under its butt and it'll be right back here. No, not really, though.
It does not protect it from danger completely, so if you light it on fire, it will just transport back here on fire.
Okay, then I won't do that.
It might take a little bit to catch it on fire, but it's a bit more of a safeguard.
A safeguard you don't put on all your books.
The books that are leaving, they do.
I'm so salty.
The books that weren't supposed to go anywhere, no.
After its due date, does Roosevelt have to bring it back, or just it get sent?
No. Roosevelt knows how to return them.
Okay.
Oh, good. I wouldn't want that old man have to go anyway.
Thank you.
They are quite spry.
They are. They're
they
quite
need to
wonderful.
I wouldn't want to come up
feel bad.
against him. Are you going to be returning this straight to him?
That is the intention.
Yeah, he asked us to get it for him.
But we have been kidnapped by the Rat Kingdom before, so who knows?
We did get
Oh,
we were on a boat for a while.
Went to the Rat Kingdom. That's quite an honor.
See?
We, in fact, have a section of library here for them that is curated by their own.
Gently pull out my cog to show.
That is a very high honor. They pull out
Apparently,
on a necklace. They also have a cog.
Everybody just gets these, and I have a cog, and I put it back in the bag.
When you're a friend, I think you get one.
It's not just a friend. It is one that pledging allegiance is not quite the term. It is one that is loyal enough that they can call upon in times of need, but they will also respond if they are called upon. It is quite a high honor. Not everyone has one of these. As kind of curator of the section of the library.
Do you I've noticed that there are some parts of these scrolls that are burned out. Do you have magic that can restore the burned pieces? Or
Knox, I'm right here, my dude.
The tabaxi at the front desk is being rowdy.
Yeah, you just hear the tabaxi at front. It's just kind of like, hungry, lunch, break, hello? I keep telling them not to do that.
it's a library.
It's very disruptive when they do that. Go to your box.
Box in a box.
Unfortunately not. Most of the times these were damaged to the attempt to erase people from history, and it is often done with magic, which is not reversible.
Yeah, that's good to know.
So unfortunately, if there's information you're trying to recover, we have tried on some, and it just comes back as blank parchment.
What about regular fire?
It would kind of do this. It comes back as parchment. The ink is gone.
Okay.
As you can see, they kind of move. They pull out the scroll that has the champion stuff written, and they kind of like wave their hands over one of the charred out names, and it just comes back as blank parchment. The ink does not return.
Good to know. Good to know. Thank you. It's too bad. I guess we're not going to get those names.
Unfortunately, not.
I'm flying to Canada.
We are on our way to throw hands.
Now, if you're going straight back to Fonfoss, I might be able to arrange a easier passage for you, unless you want to take a boat or.
Oh, that would be excellent. Actually,
That would be wonderful.
Yeah, it would save us some gold probably too.
Of course, I can send you over to the kind of section of a library, though it is not as big as ours. It's quite small and ragtag. They are still members of kind of the librarian order. So if you follow me this way, I only do this because you are from the path, and that means quite a bit, actually.
So well trusted. Who would ever betray them?
Sid, you were so salty about this.
I'm salty.
You don't know why they did
Salty as
that?
those fries?
Criminal. Monster. Bad. Bad.
So they lead you out. If you're all done, I don't want to feel like you rushed out or anything.
Oh no, that's
Oh no,
basically all
we're
we
all
can do.
done. Yeah.
Lovely.
You smoked us
so-
out.
I don't want to light a flame under your butt, but shall we? They lead you out of the room, down the hall towards the way that they had originally come from, into another room. Just seems like an empty room with a chalk circle in the middle.
I was gonna say a joke about the flame, but
And if you would, please step into the circle.
Of course.
So you step in, and they proceed to start to draw on the floor with a piece of chalk. And they look up. If you've ever teleported before, you'll know what it feels. But if this is your first time, it would almost feel as if you are jumping off a very high cliff and dropping to the bottom. You are perfectly safe. It's just kind of the feeling you get. You also
heights.
might be a bit cold. Passing through interdimensional space tends to be a little bit chilly work.
Okay.
I'm afraid of
know.
heights.
So they finish the final sigil, and you are surrounded by bright light. And one moment you're in this empty room, and the next, kind of in the middle of a smaller wooden structure. You do see shelves with books on it. A couple of tables spread all around. And a human with the muted blue robes. This one has white accoutrement on. Look, goes, hi. Where'd y'all come from?
The Library of Cathedral.
Oh, well, welcome to the Far and Fast Library. Can I help you?
It was just kind of a quick teleportation to get here. We had to come back to the town, so.
With a lighter in hand, do you have any documents on the? No.
Do you have any books you need to get rid of?
I'm just gonna grab your hand. Inflict wounds.
Welcome.
This was just faster than boat travel. So
But
quite a
the
bit
library
faster.
looks wonderful.
I've never actually been in here. It's really nice.
Welcome. I mean, not as big as the one in the Capitol and Artist Garden, but we mostly just for fun reading, for pleasure. There's a little bit of scholarly work here that we've uncovered. But if you ever need a book,
Do you want to ask any questions, or we?
We could pop back in here, or do it. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, if you need some recommendations, my favorite book is right now is The Sailor's Grace. It's not for everyone, but it's very well written, pretty
I
fun.
just look right to Luke.
I read it. It's nice.
There's also The another one that I really enjoy is the Falcon's Nest. It's kind of another one in that kind of not quite the series, but same author.
Oh, I'm gonna have to check that out later.
Are there any that are like the same general theme but not as spicy for one's taste?
Yeah. We have some other books that kind of fall under that.
Are you
Uh,
asking for smut?
I'm asking for not smut specifically.
I'm just writing down recommendations.
Yeah, they kind of
While
moved
you
I'll
two are
to
write
having
down.
a good time, where's your exit?
through those doors right there.
Okay, I'm gonna go straight through the doors.
Oh, you're bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Going through the doors, you are in the
Is there a place I can dump the ashes?
yeah, I mean you're outside on the road.
Cool.
You kind of notice that you are
You'll never be healed again.
like a good couple of blocks away from the city square where the
Do I see a trash bin?
there's not really, I mean there's like piles of trash. Not
I'm gonna
specific like one
add this
bin.
jar to a pile of trash
Okay.
filled with papers. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
You successfully do. Inside the librarian's like, yeah, one book I really enjoy that is not as you say spicy.
Spicy.
Cat
Because,
butt
like,
parade.
when you have food that's spicy, you know how it has that little bit of a kick? Sometimes when you read things, it gives you that same kind of kick, but, like, in the brain. Like, things that are not like
Are you
that.
still looking for like a romance
Yeah.
novel?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There is uh the Tabaxi Search. That one is not as spicy.
I have expected a book called The Betrayer's Kiss.
There's also the Betrayer's Kiss.
God damn it.
What's the Betrayer's Kiss about?
Well, this one's actually a bit more of a historical fiction.
Oh, is it about the like the actual betrayer?
No, it's actually kind of about I fucking hate all of you so goddamn. The Betrayer's Kiss is actually about someone that they think that their love has betrayed them, when in fact is kind of like a mystery, like set up by. So I mean, I don't want to spoil it or anything, but
Okay.
it's pretty much two loves. One thought that they were betrayed by the other, and it's kind of the betrayed ones trying to prove themselves innocent.
Take a hint.
No. You're a criminal in my eyes for the rest of your life.
Listen.
There's actually a
Kinda
pretty
funny.
heart-wrenching moment that happens in a library.
Oh, don't spoil. Don't
Don't.
spoil.
Yeah, I'm
I'll
not
just
going to
check it
spoil the
out.
actual scene, but I'm just going to say there's a great scene in a library that just makes your blood boil. But at the same time, you're like, oh.
Oh my god. Do you also have stuff about like the actual
That's not the fourth wall. That's the 16th wall. We've just
I just Kool-Aid man my way through it.
I'll kill you.
About the actual what?
Yeah, peoples. Should we ask every library, or should we just
Do you
stick
have
to the
anything
one?
about like history?
Like
Any
the
historical, like
champions.
scholarly?
Oh, well, there is this kid's book that kind of talks about the champions.
Is the betrayer in it?
Because I never learned about it when I was younger, so I'm trying to get everything.
Wow, where are you from? They never learned about the champions. It's like, the fairy tale we tell kids.
Way out in the wild.
Yeah, so this one here is about the four champions, and talks about how they were called upon.
Okay.
There's some pretty fun pictures in it.
Oh,
No color. Color's a little expensive,
that's
but
fair.
the art in it is pretty nice. Not too bad. Some of them are a little bad, but I mean, you can rent this out if you'd like.
Yeah, maybe
Okay.
just for like a day or two.
Just so
Yeah, of course.
for just
So they open up the cover of the book and do the same hand motions. You see the symbol flare up on the page, and they close the book and hand it back to you. But yeah,
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
yeah, of course. Anything else I can help with you?
I I think that's it for now.
If you have any books about hell, also, just let me know.
About hell.
You don't have to do that. We have to go someplace. We might pop back in if you just like
Yeah,
happen to
we've
have
got a
any.
lot. We don't need to like take your whole stock right away.
That's fair.
Okay. Right on.
Thank you very
Cool,
much.
cool. Yeah, no problem. But see you when you come back.
I think I'm gonna get Betrayer's Kiss when we come back.
I'm probably gonna get the Falcon's Nest.
Luke likes their spicy
I
books.
do. He's just like spice. Also, should we go find Reyes? I feel like they're stealing
I'm
from
just
people.
outside. I'm just
Yeah, we're
outside. Yep.
supposed to be going to Searsville, so let's go.
Cool. So you guys head out.
Now, do you know where Reyes is? I bet they're stealing from someone.
That they're being a thief.
Out of curiosity, is there anyone around here?
Exactly. Listen. It's not a bit. I know you.
I mean, yeah,
Criminal.
there are some people. There are people walking around, like on the streets.
Okay. Just maybe bump into a couple people.
Make sleight of hand tricks.
20.
There's an earthquake as a chubby cat jumps by you. With a 28, you bump into kind of a not a fancy fellow, not like an average looking person. I mean, kind of like bump into him. I'm assuming you're taking stuff off of him.
Yep.
You managed to snag a pouch. Not quite sure what's in
Where
it.
you going, man?
Hey, you watch where you're going, bub.
Ugh.
Fucking town. Fucking guy.
Fuck you. Walk away.
Fuck you. Do you want to fight?
You want to fight?
You got some shit to say to me?
Do you got shit to say to me?
Oh, you're asking for it there, bud.
Oh, I don't know. I think you're asking for it.
They're gonna try and punch you.
Cool.
We were specifically told at the beginning of the session to not start combat.
They rolled a 7, so they definitely miss you.
I want to do a shot to their stomach.
Okay, roll an attack.
It's a 19.
Okay, roll some damage.
It's just a hand, right?
Yeah.
So it's only 1 damage, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
You nail him in the stomach, and they're like, oh. They're gonna try and punch you again. I rolled a 4.
Okay, seriously, you've now tried to hit me twice and missed twice, and that's 23 to hit.
Okay, so that's another point of damage. So this time you drop them to their knees.
Are you gonna keep doing this? Like, I understand that you're angry at me, but you're clearly outmatched.
You're clearly outmatched.
I'm just gonna punch him in the face.
Oh my god. Do we see
Roll,
this?
roll for an attack. This is happening while you guys are talking
It's only
about books. That's only what?
16.
Oh, that's gonna hit. They're a regular dude.
They're commoner. They've got
They have
4
like
HP.
yeah, they have like no HP and like no armor. Okay, so that's so they're like on the ground, whole stomach, like nose bleeding.
Seriously, you should have just gave up. Seriously, like I don't know.
Oh yeah. They kind of like
I'm gonna go into his bag. How much is in there?
there's like 3 silver and a bunch and like 10 copper.
I'm gonna put like 5 copper down and be like, get yourself a drink or something, and then I'm gonna walk away.
Okay. You do. A big bad was born.
He fight with me.
So about this time,
Did
he? About this time, the rest of you step out of the library.
Do we just see a bleeding man in the middle of the street?
Yeah, there's something just like a bleeding man in the street.
I'm gonna walk over.
That was me. He picked a fight with me. Just so you know.
What? Was it because you tried to rob him?
Yes, but he doesn't know that.
Or okay.
Does now.
I just gotta.
I said it.
I'm gonna kneel down and use my healer's kit because I don't want to use my spells right now.
Okay.
Also, I feel like a healer's kit is gonna give him more. It's a
Yeah.
D6 plus 4. He only lost 3 HP. So it's max 6, 10 plus however many hit die this character has.
Yeah.
Probably a fucking
Yeah, you kind of like help him, you like bandage him up and stuff, and he kind of like gets him and goes, Fuck you guys. It's
Okay.
fucking bullshit.
just helped you.
You're
And they
welcome.
quickly like scurry away.
Hey, if you
Don't
don't,
try and trip him while he's scurrying away because he didn't say thank you.
I'm gonna grab you to stop you and just go. As sometimes
I
people
mean,
are.
I'm still sticking my foot out.
No, okay, don't trip the man.
He rolled a 17, so
Sorry, I mean, yes. Yes.
he stepped over your foot and kind of like
I'm
Does
sorry.
it-
Don't thank people.
do a general like hand motion to you guys and keep like quickly going away.
To me,
I'm
if
so-
someone heals you, it's a thank you.
I'm sorry about them. Also, try to put some ice on your stomach and eat soft foods for the day. You might have internal bleeding.
I doubt it. I didn't hit him that hard.
You might have just bruised organs then. Eat
I
soft
mean,
food. If you punch someone hard
Everyone
enough,
seems to recover overnight here, anyways. So
that
like, we'll see.
confuses me. Eat soft foods and
What are you guys doing?
I
Going
don't.
to be resolved.
Well, a couple drinks on that guy.
And you
After
stole
we
his
get
money
back to
after
a
you
roof
kicked
ball.
his ass. Come on. All right.
Okay, I stole his money. Then he said "fuck you" to me. So
Yeah, because you stole from him, and
he
also,
didn't know.
did you do anything else?
No,
I don't believe that.
not recently.
Now I really don't believe. Who else did you steal from?
Oh, I mean here? No, I haven't stolen from anyone else yet.
Did you steal from the Rat Kingdom?
No. I considered it, but there was nothing worthwhile stealing there.
Okay.
What are you hooligans doing?
Did you
I know.
steal
Going
from
to
the
see
library?
Roosevelt for the second time.
Okay.
Did you steal from the wait? Did you steal from
Um,
that
While we're
guard?
walking there, Luke is asking me all these different. What was this?
Did you steal from the guards? That like purple,
Which guy?
the one that you said you hated and you were gonna steal from.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, but we've
no,
been
I
to-
didn't. I
Did
didn't
you
get
s-
to steal from him.
Did you steal from anybody in like the market crowd? Because we like walked past that for a bit, and I feel like you.
Are we walking past people as we're walking and talking?
yeah.
Did I steal from someone?
Yeah. Oh, harsh.
No, I don't. I don't do well because I'm too distracted. Well, maybe they won't notice. It's an 11.
I mean, my
Is
passive
he-
noticed.
Yeah, you guys all notice this random commoner does not.
I mean,
So
I
I
just go,
just-
no, don't
That guy, I just did from that guy.
do that. Stop.
I throw the bag back towards them. Sir, you dropped your bag.
They kind of not a sir, but thanks.
Sorry.
I
Okay, so this market, the other market. We didn't even go anywhere. The library? They gave us our books.
Why are you so curious about who I've stolen from now?
Mainly, I just don't want you to steal. I honestly don't care. Just don't steal from strangers.
I mean, that's not gonna change. Unfortunately, it's just part of who I am.
Or don't like punch people in the stomach and then also take their wallet while they're bleeding out on the floor.
Okay, I took their wallet before they were bleeding.
You left this man bleeding on the floor and broke his nose.
After he said
After
"fuck you" to me because
But
he
if you take
because he
their
bumped
money-
into me. Well,
It's
I bumped
fine,
into him.
Isn't that enough? You took
That's
their
just
pride,
base-
too, and that's a little too far.
That's just basic New Yorker talk. Somebody bumps into you, you say "fuck you." That's just polite.
It's like New York to you.
Yeah, actually, a lot of the birds sound like New Yorkers, and also all of the rats.
Okay, how about this? I won't steal from anyone who doesn't deserve it.
How are you going to be able to judge that?
I mean,
I'm just gonna. Please don't steal from us, cause we're your friends.
I would never.
I don't
I
believe that.
would never steal from either of you.
I
And the
don't
fact
believe
you
that.
don't believe that offends me.
I
And I'm
feel
gonna
like
just walk ahead of them.
you would steal from me for a bit. I know you would. You'd steal it and then toss it back.
I
So,
would never.
As Reyes starts to speed ahead of you in the afternoon sun of Farnfoss, we are going to call it the end of our session.
Aw, come on.
I feel like that's a good place to end.
That's hilarious.
Uh, so thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. We've been playing for almost 3.5 hours. After half time, it'll probably be 3.5 hours.
Yeah, we've been live for 3 hours and 19 minutes.
Yeah.
We had a 15-minute break, so 3 hours.
To 3 hours, yeah.
Good 3-hour sesh.
So thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed whatever this campaign is.
Having a great time. Doing
Yeah.
wild.
People love my stealing.
I do love your stealing. It
I
is
love your stealing.
so
we don't
fucking
love
frustrating.
your
I'm gonna.
clever Andrea
So
bullshit.
tomorrow we will not be streaming because it is Canadian Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to our Canadian friends and loved ones. Happy
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, Izzy.
It's more like Dad's remission party is more what we're doing.
Happy Dad's remission party.
Happy Dad's
Yeah.
remission party.
That's
So we will not be
Imagine
streaming
living
tomorrow.
in Canada, though. Couldn't be me.
Huh?
Imagine living. Imagine living in Canada. Couldn't be me.
I wish I lived in Canada.
What, the free healthcare?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
thank you guys so
free remission. Yeah.
We'll see y'all next week.
Yeah.
we'll see y'all next week. Keep an eye out on our socials for the schedule there. Everyone have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and we'll catch you on the flip
Guys
side.
so very much
Oh
for
my
having
God.
me.